just received in our newspaper.
It's empty, right?
It's empty right now. Clearly, actually, you think about it, the guy that's supposed to be here isn't here, and you showed up. Hey, man, I think that's actually rules for you take his spot.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Best ability is availability.
Yes. Boom. See? Yeah. Listen, say that in the camera. Best ability is availability.
What's my best ability? I'm availability.
I show up. Literally, that's what most companies want to. They're just like, listen, dude, just show up. The bare minimum. Just show up and do the work. It's so fucking... It drives me nuts. What's up? What's up?
We should probably say Chase isn't here, so Scott will be taking his place.
Oh, Scott's taking his place.
Yes.
Yeah, permanently. Yeah, Chase died in a fire. I guess we won't know if he's all right.
It doesn't matter if he's all right.
It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter because Scott now took his spot. Guys, this is the new Chase
and
right here.
This is forklift certified with Scott and Jake.
Boom. Hey, pleasure to meet your partner.
Pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. Business partner.
Your business partner now. He doesn't know this yet. And then we can talk about like car jitsu and all that stuff and all that fun stuff. You ever heard of car jitsu?
Car jitsu?
Yeah.
No.
Rain. Pull it up.
So it's like...
Now listen.
It's like Jew-jitsu.
Yes.
But it's a different religion. It's not the Jewish one.
No. But they're in a car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You seen these?
I've heard about this. I didn't even know if it was real.
See, now, me and Chase always talk about how we can commentate a sport. I'm sorry, we don't have YouTube Premium on here.
Hey,
I know.
one day we'll get enough money.
One day this podcast will get enough money here, and we will get YouTube Premium.
$4.99 a month.
See?
So they're buckled in. I like that.
Yeah. By the way, who decides who gets the steering wheel?
Wow, yeah.
Right? Like,
you think that'd be a disadvantage having the steering wheel?
I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine because it's like.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It gives you leverage to yank yourself out of the seat.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I guess.
We don't need to know what
this is the creator. The creator. Yeah, that guy would be the creator. That dude exactly looks like the guy who created.
Like the guy who did bum fights, basically. Right?
Dude, I was watching that before we got in here today. It was like I forget his name. He said, I'm so-and-so. I'm 53 or I'm 56 years old. I've been trained my whole life, never got a chance to use it, but now I can now. And it's like, it goes like the legend, and it shows all of his street fights. And then it's finally just his last two fights. He's getting knocked the fuck out because he's like 50 fucking something years old, man. He's like almost 60 years old. Can't be fighting bums at 60.
No, that's bad.
I mean? When do you think is the appropriate age to stop fighting bums or street fighting in general?
Stop being in the bum fight league?
Yeah.
And just retire?
Yeah. What do you think's the prime? What do you think's your prime? Let's start there.
Prime is probably like in your 30s because even though 20-year-olds are younger and stuff, 30s you're like, fuck, I've been a bum for a while.
Yeah. No,
like, I got nothing to lose.
It's experience strength. It's experience bum strength. That's what it is, bro. If you actually think about it, that's exactly what it is. Because like you're not gonna think about it. If you see a 30-year-old bum out on the street just tweaking, you're not gonna go up to that guy.
No.
You're not going to go up. If you see you're going to see some 20-year-old and you'll be like, calm down, buddy.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, did you get your homework done,
yeah, buddy. Dude, there's like be people downtown asking me for money. And I'm like, bro, you got an iPhone fucking goddamn 15 on you, brother. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Nicer watch than you.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, I know. I'm like, god damn. But it's like, I get it. You got to make your hustle. You got to move. Use the phone as an iPod. Remember when people were doing that for a bit when they just lost their SIM cards? Yeah. People were like, let me use the phone as an iPod.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need that shit. I didn't have data for a long-ass time either.
Oh, you're just connecting the Wi-Fi guy?
Dude, I was just connecting the Wi-Fi guy for so long. And then when people were like, when I'd be like, hey, can I use your data so I could, like, find whatever place? And someone's like, you don't want fucking data?
Yeah.
And then they were like, remember when back in, like, when that first happened, they were like, hey, man, like 2 gigs of data. Yeah, is like something ridiculous. They're like, it's half your paycheck, and you're like, half your pay. Now they're like, I just went the other day. What did that girl give me? 150, 200. Yeah, they're like, it's the same price. Yeah. It's the same price. I had 20 last time. I had 20.
Yeah,
and they're like, we're gonna give you 150.
I had
gigs of data.
Same price.
I had 70 that I had to share between my entire 5-person family. Went on my own plan. Now I have 200 to myself.
Times have changed.
Times have changed because remember, like. If you would be, I remember I would use the house phone. My dad would be like, "Who the fuck are you calling?" And I'm like, "I'm not like, don't let it be too far, motherfucker." Like, if it's out of range, like I gotta pay for that shit. And now, like, you don't even think about that. You don't even think about that now because now if you go to the States, they even let you have a States plan.
Yeah.
Right? Like $14 or something like that you pay extra?
I don't know,
something like that.
thing.
And then it's like, hey, you could use this phone in the States.
All the states.
All the states.
Yeah.
All of it. They're like, hey.
But like 10 years ago, it's like, you're calling London?
Yeah.
You better give me some money here.
They're like, how fucking rich is this motherfucker? What are you hitting oil? You struck oil?
You call London after 7, do laundry after 7.
Yeah. That's like a whole thing. That was a whole thing for a long time. But now people are also saying about the air conditioning. Like, so my dad grew up where it's like if no one's using the house, you turn off the air conditioning. But like people now are like TikTokers and shit like that now. I've been putting out where it's like, no, if you actually leave your house at like a set temperature and it stays there, your hydro bill doesn't go up so high. And people are like doing it and they're like, dude, I've saved $300.
Really?
On my goddamn hydro bill. And you're like, Jesus Murphy, bro.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, you let your house get up to 80.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to work so
hard to get back down, right?
Yeah.
But if you just leave your house at a nice, I don't know, what's a nice temp for you? What's a nice temp?
Like,
this is how we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
What's the temp?
It's
Can
like,
we be roommates? What's the temp of your thing?
Debate between 70 and 72.
Dude, okay, no, we could be roommates. We could be, because I leave it.
Let's meet at the middle at 71.
Let's meet at the middle. Listen, if I see a house is at 71, I know that me and the owner are gonna be good. We're gonna be and the person whoever owns this home. We're gonna be good.
But then when people want to get below 70. Then that's too cold. The basement's too cold.
The basement's too cold. You can't be going down to the basement if your house at 69, 68.
No.
Right? No, you gotta wear slippers to go down there. You gotta wear shoes to go down in that bitch. Feet cold. Fuck that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But like, it's funny because I asked my buddy this same question actually. Like I was like, what's your family leave the house at? Because my dad loses. My dad thinks like, oh, good, we'll leave the house at 78. I'm like, Jesus Murphy, dude.
That's hot.
It's fucking hot as shit in here. And I asked my buddy this, and I said, what do you do? And he goes, oh, we're a windows open type of family. And it just pissed me off. Like, it just pissed me the fuck off. Windows open.
This
fuck
ain't
you.
Europe, buddy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, buddy.
Get with the program.
Yeah, fuck you. What breeze are you getting down here? You know what I mean?
An electric car, let me guess.
Yeah, what, do you live by the ocean? Fuck you.
Electric car, let me guess.
Yeah, fucking windows open. Fuck you.
You know what I wanted to mention before I forget is that I am forklift certified.
You are?
Yes.
Do you have your license on you?
I was looking for it.
You were looking
but
for it?
I don't think it was. I took it out of my wallet a while ago.
Where are you driving forklift at?
It was a place called Hawk Plastic.
Okay.
And it's like they make plastic stuff for cars, and a bicycle seat was one of the things, and bunch of stuff. And I would inhale plastic every day.
Well, like, I mean, is it really a job if you ain't inhaling shit? Really?
No,
come on,
of course
bro.
not.
It's a blue collar job, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, you need to be like, I need to blow my nose and be like, fuck.
Honestly,
that is
me. You know what move I do in private is I take my shirt and I stick my shirt up my nose.
Right.
As like a Kleenex.
Right.
Almost. And I swish it around in there.
Yeah.
And it's very gross.
It's very gross.
Yeah.
But then you just leave that shirt, right? Like you just
I continue to wear it.
Well, yeah, no. You got to get through the day, right? You don't want to dirty up another shirt, for fuck's sakes.
No. Fuck no.
Dude, this is called thinking. You're thinking ahead.
I'm thinking ahead.
Less laundry. Guess what? Less hydro. More goes to the fucking AC, buddy.
Yeah.
If you're thinking ahead, you're ahead of it.
That's right. Every dollar right there.
Every dollar counts, man. Every dollar counts.
But yeah, one thing I wanted to not bitch about, but I guess get off my chest is how much I am hating my job right now.
How much are you hating it?
I tell you what,
I tell you.
we do like waterproofing basements and like crawl spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally crawl in a crawl space and like have to like maneuver in a crawl space.
Yeah.
That's like, a foot or two high.
And you're just
like army crawling.
Yeah, you're army crawling. Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm like literally the Australian breakdancer down there with the moves that I'm doing. I'm like,
yeah.
That's funny.
Like,
we just got copyrighted.
Yeah, we got copyrighted for showing that too because she was shit. And it's funny that the Olympics, like that was their first year doing it, and they're like, We'll take it out.
We'll-
We'll take that out.
So we'll actually put it in baseball. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. No, hey, our fault on that one.
A real sport should actually be better here.
Fucking yeah, that's so fucked up. But yeah, no, man. Like you've had a couple jobs though. This is the worst one.
This is maybe it's up there.
It's
right
top
now.
3.
Yeah, top 3.
What is a top 3?
I mean, so I started like working at like 16 at a retirement home, and I like washed dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was okay. That was good.
I mean, that's a typical first job, right?
Yeah.
You got to wash the dishes, probably old people bitching. Maybe not. I don't know if you're dealing with them.
It was good. I tell you what, my dream job is though right now is to be the activity person at a retirement home.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They had it so good. The activity person at a retirement home. Like you set up bingo.
Right.
They're like a manager.
Mm-hmm.
They don't manage really much.
Right.
You know, like set up bingo. You know.
Do what you got to do.
Like set up the cards for Pepper and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Drive them to Shoppers.
Fuck, dude.
Oh my
I
God.
would love driving one of those motherfuckers to Shoppers.
I honestly
Be like,
that's
who's the grandkid that pissed you off the most? Like, let's just start airing out some shit.
like whose daughters don't visit? You know?
Yeah. Who's not? Hey, who's not getting too many visitors now? Huh? Who's the bitch? And
Be honest.
Be honest. I bet there's some shit going on. Because for a while too, you were hearing like retirement homes having major STD problems.
Yeah, that was like
that was a thing too, and it's like, dude, they began it down in there, right? Like they're like, fuck it, dude. My family put me in here. Fuck them. I'm going wild.
And I'd never, if I was in a retirement, I'd never be using a condom. If I was living there, I don't care if I was positive for something at that point.
Yeah.
Or I'm 90 years old. I'm like, well, heck.
Fuck it, yeah, dude. If you're 90, you're like, fuck it, dude. I'm on my way out. What the fuck do I care?
Yeah.
What, I got chlamydia? Oh no. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Oh no.
It stings when I pee.
It already did now. I was pissing blood before. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Just with chlamydia. You're like, what? You know, give me the antibiotics. Put in my meds. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just let me keep going.
What time's lunch?
What time? Yeah. I'm going back to the same girl too. I don't give a fuck. Load up on the antibiotics. Load up on them.
Yeah.
Give me a whole thing. Leave it on my bedside. I'm gonna need them.
But there's no way I'd be using condoms in a retirement home.
No, you don't need to.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless you get the 18-year-old hooker in there or something. But
Yeah. Well, I think there was something like that too, where someone did they ordered strippers for a retirement home. They had all the strippers come in. It was something like that.
It's not a bad idea.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
They're of age.
For sure.
Yeah.
But could you imagine, like, you know, you call like, I don't know, your fucking dad or grandpa, whoever's in the retirement home. And you're like, hey, what the fuck is all that shouting back there? And they're just like, oh, they order strippers.
Oh, that's just cinnamon up there.
That's just cinnamon. That's just fucking cookie up
candy
there.
apples up there.
Candy's out. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. There's a little treat. There's a little treat for some of the guys in here.
Little
you know
coffee
what I mean?
crisp.
So, how'd the game show come up? Like, how'd you start doing a game show?
I've just always loved game shows.
Yeah. What's your favorite one?
It's got to be probably Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Just such a classic.
It is.
You see joy come out of people. That's one thing I like about game shows. You see, like,
How they all freak
people
out.
have joy, and you see them have, like, sadness.
Yeah.
Too. Like,
Because that show is a good representation of that. Also, that show is a really, like, it goes to show you how fucking excited people got for that show, man. Like, when people would get called down to the fucking thing, you would see them freak out. Remember, their eyes would be like, I got called. I just got called. Like, you know, and then they go, or they get the actual price. Someone hits it on the money. Like, they know what it is. It's funny when everyone looks in the crowd, too. Like, and like, you got everyone shouting a price at you.
Yeah.
And you're just going with whoever you went with.
Yeah.
Whatever they're saying.
Yeah. It's $18.50. $1.
Yeah, $1 piss people off.
I've always wanted to be a game show host.
Yeah?
Like growing up watching game shows, I think my mom, she was addicted to game shows.
Yeah?
So now I am a little bit.
Are you still addicted to game shows? Like, you still watch them?
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
What's your favorite one right now?
Well, there's one called the 1% Club. You ever heard of that?
No, I've never
It's
heard of
hosted by like Patton Oswalt.
Rain, can you search up the 1% Club? That's what you said it was?
The 1% Club.
Okay.
And it's basically they ask questions. There's like 100 people, and then they ask questions, and it's like, 90% of the American population gets this right.
Right.
So it's like more of an easy question. And then it goes down to like, only 1% of people can answer. This is like the British one.
Oh, is there an American?
There's two versions.
And
Yeah.
there's like an American one with our Ratatouille, Patton Oswalt. Oh, yeah.
I just want to see what it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh wow.
Let's just
is this
watch
on
one
Amazon?
all the way through. Yeah, it's on Amazon.
There we go. May have to check this out. I've never seen
And it's
this.
like, yeah, they ask questions like 90% of the people get this right, and then it's like 80 and 70.
And you go down to okay.
And then you go down to like 1%
Yeah.
can get this right. And I've never fully made it, you know,
You didn't? No.
to the 1% question.
Well, how far did you make it? Like, cause obviously you're playing as they're doing.
Yeah,
it.
you play along.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good to watch with somebody because then you're like having fun.
Yeah, seeing if you can get it right.
Yeah.
That's the one thing with like Jeopardy too with people. I notice like when everyone answers the question, they're like they'll answer the question, like whatever the fucking thing is, and then they'll answer it, and I'll be like, "Motherfucker, how'd you know that?" And they'll be like, "I don't know. I watch the show all the time." And you're
Yeah,
like,
the thing with Jeopardy is like you watch it with somebody, and like somebody will know like 2 answers, and they feel like there's like that happens to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll like know 2.
You're
of
talking
them,
about yourself,
and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man,
dude,
like,
put me on Jeopardy. What would you do?
I just won't buzz in when I don't know, and for the 2 I know, I'll get it right on." Like, fuck yeah,
Take my money and dip.
put on fucking NFL for 500. Like for me, Jeopardy would have to be pretty freaking. All those topics would have to be pretty much geared towards me for me to have a chance.
Right.
Or it's like 20th century novels. Like fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I would, dude. I sometimes like I'll think like even when they used to do it in the movie theaters, they'd give you questions,
Oh, yeah.
and then I would try. By the way, I'm not like a movie buff like that at all. Like I'm
Yeah.
not, but I'll try to answer them, and then I'll be surprised when I get it wrong. Like you know what I mean? I'll still be like, what the fuck? How did I get that wrong? Even though I never studied
Yeah.
for anything ever in my life for this, and I was
Yeah.
still upset I didn't get it right away. It's just annoying.
But it's like you're filling in the blank. Like Tim Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Tom.
Tom.
Oh,
Fuck.
how did I? Oh.
How the fuck did I fuck that up, bro? Fuck. But yeah, no, dude. I don't like those games. Like Family Feud was always like one of those game shows for me. I could watch that. My
Yeah.
family loved Family Feud, bro.
I mean, it's a good one.
Dude, when I would get done football practice, every day I would go to my Nona's and she'd make me pasta every fucking day during the football season, bro. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It was ridiculous. But I would go, and during dinner, fucking Family Feud was on. Like, that was the game show. Steve Harvey, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
We're here to play the feud. Like, you know what I mean?
You ever watch the older ones?
No.
No, you never did.
No, I never watched the older ones. I only know the Steve Harvey one.
Oh, okay.
I know there was another host before it, but...
Yeah, there's been like a few where the one guy who was known for kissing. You ever hear about
Fuck
this?
that guy. That guy's weird as hell.
Yeah.
What was it, his name?
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson. Don't they use him in Family Guy? Isn't he like one of the...
Yeah, they make fun of him.
They make fun of him in Family Guy. And Lois goes, no, I didn't come here for that. I came here for the real thing. And then kisses, makes out with him or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know what you're talking about.
And this guy, he was on another game show called Match Game.
Oh, shit.
You ever heard of that one?
No, I never.
Oh, that's a classic 70s game show.
70s game show?
Where at the start of it, they would always say the year
Mm-hmm.
that it was like, and now welcome to Match Game 73. Like they would rep what year it was.
Oh,
and then like
okay.
next year it'd be like Match Game 74.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawson, he was on there. He was a ladies' man. The
Oh,
ladies loved him.
Hey, the ladies loved this shit back then.
Oh, the ladies
They're
love
like,
him.
give me the chops.
Hogan's hero star. Fuck. Biggest dick on an Englishman you ever saw.
Damn.
You never know.
You never know with him, man.
With that swagger he had.
Fuck. Well, clearly he was a ladies' man. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah, he was.
But I think you got to have a type of personality to be a game show host. Like they even like who's the guy for Price is Right? What's his name?
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. That's his name.
Yeah.
Fucking Drew had that. Drew was always smiley. Like, all right, you ready to play? Here we go. Like,
Or Bob Barker, you thinking?
or Bob Barker too.
Yeah.
I like Bob Barker too. I fucking rest in peace. But
Yeah.
like fucking Bob Barker was good. I mean, he was always cheerful too. Like, here we are. We're like, I mean, how could you be upset? You're probably making millions. Just fucking. What do you do that? Like, you film a season and then you're done, right? For a bit.
Like you probably film like 3 a day or something.
Yeah.
You work like twice a week.
Mm-hmm. Hang on to her.
Oh yeah.
You're good.
But yeah, the like the job of a game show host. Even though I just said, my dream job would be the activity person at a retirement home, that's going to be my transition job to game show host.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my gosh.
You
Imagine that being a game show host. Like,
Yeah.
It seems like the best job because you just facilitate a game.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, my God.
And everyone, the funny thing is, it's not even your rules to the game most of the time. It's just like...
Yeah, it's just the rules.
It's like the rules. Like, hey, man, this is the rules. You're the host of it.
Yeah.
Just do it as is. And you're just like, oh, okay. Sweet. And then you just go out there and you talk shit for a little bit.
Yeah.
Read
a question.
a question. Call someone beautiful. All right, get on over there.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean?
You got a consolation prize for you.
Yeah.
Here's a blender.
You're like, sweet. Fucking, dude, you said blender. I swear to God, I got a new blender the other day. So we're going through Costco. There's a blender, right? There's 2 blenders. They give you 2 option blenders at Costco. They're like, here's the $80 one, okay?
Yeah.
It's a Ninja. It's a nice blender, you know what I mean? Does what you need it to do, blend shit. And then right next to it was a $400 blender. Those were the 2 blender options they had. And then you're like, oh, cool, what's this one do? And then they're just like, blends it better. Like, you know what I mean?
Mostly the same thing.
Mostly it's exact same thing, but listen, it's $400. It's like, really? This will be the talk of your kitchen. Yeah, because I'll be like, you know how much I paid for that fucking blender over there? $400.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. What blender needs to be $400?
Yeah. How
Right?
fucking fine do you need this
Yeah.
stuff?
Also, who the fuck you think you're selling to? Like,
Yeah,
who is your target? Like, everyone's. By the way, not a lot of people are doing good. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, listen, I'm just making ends meet, blah, blah, blah. And then you walk by and you see a $400 blender. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Even an $80 blender, okay, like, whatever. Like, I know it sounds wild. I'm complaining about blenders right now, but it is wild to walk through and just be like, does that blender say $399? $400?
Holy shit.
And you're like, no, I don't need that.
Yeah. I mean, unless it blends gravel or something.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
know, what the fuck? What are you blending, bro? Like, that's what I mean. What are you blending where you're gonna be like, you're looking at those 2 options and you're like, I think the $400
Better
one
get
maybe. I think the $400 one maybe.
Well, I think the bones will go in the 80.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're trying to decompose a body or something.
Yeah, right. That's when you need it.
That's
And
when you need
that's
the
how they catch the
$400.
people. That's how they catch them. They're like, that. Look at that fucking idiot. We caught him. He just got a $400 fucking blender, dipshit. Let's get his ass.
Yeah,
Check.
explain
Search
yourself.
him. Search him.
Yeah.
Search him for sure. That dude's got some shit on him. But yeah, you also want to do comedy too?
Yeah, I do comedy.
Because I know you know CJ.
Yeah, I know. I know CJ through comedy.
Yeah.
So I was doing comedy before I started like doing game shows and stuff. Like that was like how I got into doing shows and all that. And so comedy is a good thing. Like you go to the States and it's just cool stuff. Like different environments.
So you do go to the States a lot.
Yeah, not a crazy amount.
Like for comedy or for the game show?
No, for comedy. I haven't done a game show there.
Oh no.
Not yet.
But like the comedy thing, how long have you been doing the comedy thing for?
I've been doing it like 9 years.
Oh shit, there you go.
Like I started when I'm like 21 and I'm 30.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty good. Like
No, at least you've been pretty consistent. Consistent
yeah,
at times, consistent at not.
Yes, I'd say that. Like
Yeah.
when COVID happened, I kind of obviously wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
And then it's just all about getting back and
Get back to doing it.
yeah,
And
and you got to like do it consistently or else you kind of like lose your rhythm and lose like your not confidence but like just like your ability to have your jokes in mind.
Timing.
Your timing and you like need to like interact with people but like have your jokes in mind at the same time because it's always awkward when I'm watching comedy. I find it awkward when people are like forcing their jokes even though obviously everyone's going up there with a plan of the jokes they're gonna do. But it's always better when it seems seamless of like
Right. Like it seems like it's a flow.
yeah,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it seems like a flow, like when it's just like you bring up something like dog food's expensive, and then you're like, and then you say a dog food joke, and then you're like $400 blender, like you gotta like make a little, bring these things together, and like make it seem like a nice flowing one-way conversation.
Are you saying like you feel like sometimes you see that with people who don't go up all the time?
Yeah, even with myself.
Yeah.
Like if I don't go up all the time, I'm clunkier. Like just
How often do you think you go now? You'd say.
like right now, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really a lot.
Yeah.
That's like a small amount.
Like
I could definitely bump it up.
Yeah. Well, because the Windsor Comedy Club now, they do almost every night, right?
Well, no, they do like a show on Tuesday and then usually on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. But can you go in there for open mics?
Yes. Like Tuesday's an open mic, and then they do like weekend shows.
There's nowhere else around Windsor you can go?
No, there's some spots. Like they'll do a show at Windsor Eats,
Okay.
like once a month or whatever. And like Chapter 2 was a spot we were doing it. And there's just a bunch of little stuff. We did this show at a place called Ember's Grill,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like an Indian restaurant, and it was like all Indian guys,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And you just like made fun of them and made fun of India, and like they liked it. Like
Yeah.
Nick loves doing that.
yeah. It's good to make fun of them like right in front of them.
No, he specifically does it behind their back.
Then they responded well to it?
They responded well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, like they're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Boys are having a good
Because
time.
you got to give them credit. They must, hopefully, like make fun of white people when they're all together.
Oh yeah.
I would hope so.
Oh yeah, they probably. do.
That's how they got to bond and everything.
That's how everyone bonds.
Yeah, you like pick a group and make fun of them with another group.
I mean, you even do it with your own family. Like, if you and your family go out with like another family, and you're like, you all get back and you're like, it's weird that they did that, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
weird that that family does that, right? Like, I've done that too, where I've been out with like others' families, and I've been like, that's fucking weird, right? Like, I don't do that.
Yeah,
like
like
that's weird. Like,
seeing like a son kiss a dad on the lips.
yeah,
Or
I
something
mean,
like
that's why
that.
Tom Brady always
Yeah.
gotten like fucking. They were like, Tom, I want a Tom Brady, or like. Oh, right. I actually meant to say this to you yesterday. So I was watching Family Guy, and at one point in Family Guy, it goes to sorry, it goes to Peter, and Peter's opening Chris's door, and he's drunk, right? So it's like his shirt's untucked, his hair's all fucked up, and he's leaning on the door, and he's like, Chris, give me a Tom Brady kiss. Give me a Tom Brady kiss, Chris. Give me a Tom. And then it's like, and then you hear Stewie being like, I'm over here. You know what I mean? But it was so funny to me. I find that show so funny. It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
It is.
Oh my God. But yeah, give me a Tom Brady kiss. Give me a Tom Brady kiss. But yeah, dude, I fucking find it so funny. But yeah, no, you do see that too. You see that.
Yeah, that always.
Or like, this is gonna be. So I find it weird when, like, people like in their 20s or whatever, and you'll hear someone say like, "mommy" or "daddy."
Yo,
That's weird.
Yeah.
I know a guy who still kisses his mom on his lips, and he's 26.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. See, like,
How hot is she?
Not. She's like old as fuck. Because she had him pretty old. I think she had him probably close to her 40s, and he's 26 now.
Okay, so she's like pushing 70.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Need another beer?
I'll take one.
Need another beer?
Yeah, might as well get me ready. Get me prepped.
Get you primed. But yeah, no. See, that's what I mean. But when I've heard that, I've heard of like grown men being like, my dad. I'm like, daddy.
Yeah.
Brother, what? Like, you mean your partner or something? Like, he's like, no, my fucking...
Like, I call my dad by his first name. Like, why are you still calling your dad daddy?
I found it weird. I also used to grow up with this guy, and he used to do, he used to be like his mom and dad were together, and he would be like, if he was talking to like his mom or dad, he'd be like, hey, where's my mom? Like, not where's mom. He used to say, where's my mom? Or where's my dad?
Well,
But like you get it because it's not wrong, right? Like it's not wrong. But mostly you hear people like say, "Hey, where's mom at?" Or, "Hey, where's dad at?"
Yeah.
But like I found it weird when I remember I'd be hanging out with him and he'd go up to his dad and be like, "Hey, where's my mom?" And
That
I'd be like,
is weird when he'd say that to his dad.
yeah, and then I'd be like, "Why do you say that?" And he's like, "Say what?" And I'm like, "Why do you say like why do you say my mom or whatever?" He goes, "Because it's my mom." He goes, "It's not his mom, it's my mom. Where's my mom?"
Well, yeah, it's not like he's.
And I'm like, "Well, you're not wrong, but I just found it so weird that he used to say like, no, this like, where's my mom at or where's my dad at?"
Yeah. It's like, how dumb is this guy's dad? Where he's like, "Where's mom?" He's like, "You mean grandma?" No, oh, sorry, my mom, not your mom.
But that's, but you know what I mean? Like I found it so weird. There's this shit like that, but I mean, probably like people probably think my family's weird. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah.
My
Your
dad
family
gets
is weird.
my fucking dad gets drunk and yells at the lions. So like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So we definitely got some weird shit going on. Like,
no, I never. One thing I never did was transition to calling my mom or dad by their name, like Rain here has.
Yeah, I started that when I was probably like 11.
Oh my gosh.
I like it's.
That's a rebellious white person thing.
yeah, that definitely is.
It is a very
that
much
definitely
white
is.
person
Yeah.
thing. Because now I'm to the point where like my parents are Sean and Tanya. I call them Tony, T-Dog, Tony Baloney, and then my dad went from Sean to Shoney Baloney. Like none of us, like I would never walk in the house and be like, "Dad," I'd be like, "Sean."
Yeah, I don't know. I've never.
What do you say their name or?
No, I was like, if I'd be like if I'm fucking around with my dad, I'll be like, "Oh, relax, guy." Like, you know what I mean? Because like my grandma does that to him. Like if my dad's like bitching about something, she'll say that to him. "Oh, relax, guy. Oh, just relax."
Guy.
Yeah, that's his name, Guy.
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So just relax, Guy. And then my brother's also named Guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but you just say that. But like, no, I've always been like, "Hey, what's up, mom?" Or "Hey, what's up, dad?" Like I've never.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always found that weird. It sounds like such a petty like complaint, but it's like when you get introduced to like different shit, it's also how you feel probably like getting introduced to other people's families like during a holiday event, because so many people do it so differently.
Yeah.
Like it's like, for example, like I'm Italian and then my other side's Irish. So Italian. Like,
I'm the same way.
are you? Holy shit!
Oh my god, are you guys
God.
related?
Dude, this is why he's the co-host
Oh,
now. What are we talking
got
about?
a cousin in the room. Hello.
Yeah, but like, so the Italian side will do like lasagna for Christmas and shit, not like turkey or whatever. To be honest, bro,
really?
this is an unpopular opinion. I know people are gonna disagree with me. I do not look forward to fucking turkey at Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything of the sort. Or
like turkey ever, you're
like
saying.
I just do not give a fuck. I don't go out of my way to get it. I don't go out of my way. Like I don't look forward to like I should be careful what I say.
Yeah.
I look forward to like the fam. Like I don't like I like seeing my family. I just don't look forward to like everyone like we're having turkey again.
Your family does.
We're having turkey and mashed potatoes and corn.
It's Jesus' birthday. His favorite food, turkey.
And I'm like, I don't even know if Jesus was eating this shit. Like,
No, he's never seen a turkey.
yeah, he's never seen a turkey. Like, he was like, absolutely not. Like, you know, we're eating shit that you weren't even having.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I just never lasagna. I look forward to. Oh,
The
yeah,
thing
fucking
is,
lasagna all
I'd
day.
say 90% of the turkey I ever had was dry as fuck.
Yeah,
Like, except for the dark meat.
yeah. Except for that, but like, I seriously don't look forward to it. Like, I don't go out of my way. I never get like a turkey sandwich. I never like.
Oh, okay.
The only time I eat turkey is literally for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then if we have an Easter thing. But lately we do fish fries for Easter, which
Okay.
I'm like, do that. Do that instead. Why don't we just make
For
pizzas?
Easter?
Yeah. Fish fry.
Doesn't that make more sense?
What, fish fry?
Because of,
Because Jesus and the fish people.
yeah.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying sometimes my family would either do that
I'm
or
just
a
saying,
fish
like
fry.
that's more biblically accurate than turkey, isn't it?
Probably,
Do they
but
got
I
turkeys
don't-
in
I
Jerusalem.
don't know if my family's going for biblically accurate. I
Yeah,
think they're
we're-
just doing excuse
I think,
to eat.
that's when the Easter bunny resurrected.
Yeah.
And,
And he came back and dropped eggs on
and he
everyone's.
shit out coffee crisp for
Yeah.
the world.
It's funny when I have younger cousins now and they get all excited for Halloween or like Easter and stuff like that and Halloween, and fucking dude, like it is so fucking funny. like when I walk in the door, like I'll walk in sometimes because we'll go to her family things or whatever, and I'll walk in a little bit later, and they'll be like, Jake, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, the Easter Bunny left something here for you at Grandma's, and I'm like, oh, did it? Like, I found it too, and you're like, oh shit, okay, and they're like, I'm gonna walk you to it so you can find it, and I'm like, perfect.
I let Nora find all of the eggs.
And like they walk you to it and they just grab it anyway. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, that they just want the satisfaction of capturing the egg and then being like that. But it'd be real funny now. Like this year, I'd love to get there early at the same time and like, you know, like as they're going, but just be really hardcore at it this time.
Yeah.
Like sprint, like say you're at the front door and just start running, pushing kids over, just start filling the bag and be like, well, I guess the best grandson got it. Don't know what to do. And then just walk out of the way.
Throw a bunch of decoy eggs.
Yeah. Decoy. Or empty them. Like sometimes my grandma will put shit in the plastic eggs. So you just open the egg, take the thing out, close the egg, put it back. Just fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Come on.
You do all the time.
What?
Steal eggs from Nora.
I do not steal eggs from Nora. She's lucky she gets them. You look, I'll let her have them.
You know what's something I have on mind to talk about with you?
Talk about it.
Is I play poker on the computer.
Oh shit! Okay.
And in real life too,
Yeah.
like with my friends and stuff. Right. You ever play?
Yeah,
Or-
I used to have actually. We used to do poker nights at my house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
I love it.
I haven't done it for a long ass time, but I'd love to do it again. I'd love to do it.
Well, you can perhaps play with us sometime.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll
Me
jump
and my
in.
friends.
Oh yeah.
We play for like we buy in for $40 at first, and then people lose and buy in again.
And then buying again.
Like I lost $160 the last time we played. So. Oh, it's fun.
Hey, listen, man. How are you supposed to win if you don't play?
Most gamblers quit.
Listen,
right before
one spin away. You're one spin away. What are you gonna give up? There's only giving up in gambling. That's as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
either winning or giving up.
You're either winning or you just full on failure. Or if you take a break, even if I consider taking a break as failure as well. I consider taking a break as failure as well.
Even taking a break.
Yeah, even taking a break. Like you take a break, you're just fucking pussing out, bro.
Yeah.
What are you pussing out for?
Like even
gamble it.
Let your emotions get the best of you sometimes.
Hey, listen to the voices. Put it on red. Listen, don't just hear them. Listen to them. Put it on red. Put it on red.
Put it on red.
Put it on red.
Last time I did that, I immediately lost $100. I put $100 on red. Immediately lost. Turned around and walked away.
I used to do that when I would go to the casino. Like if I went like I'd go clubbing or whatever. When in my younger days, and I would do that, and I'd walk into the casino first though, and put $100 on red right away, because I'm either losing $100 right away or I'm gaining 100, and that's my drinking money for the night. So that's how I took it.
Wow,
a lot of success that way. There's a few losses, but a lot of success.
Yeah. You know, the losses are what make the wins that much better. That's what makes the win good.
Dude, when you hit it and you're like, woo! All right, I'm going to still spend all of it. Doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna spend
let's lose more.
Yeah. Dude, I knew a guy who was like, I mean, this isn't like a fuck ton of money, I'd say, like compared to what people normally gamble. But like, he was at this blackjack table where you had to buy him for like $20 or $25, something like that. And he was up $880 something in blackjack or something like that. And I'm like, damn, bro, you bought him for 25? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of money. Like,
whoa, starting from 25, you went up there.
Yeah, and I'm like, are you gonna you gotta cash that out, man? And he goes, yeah, maybe in a little bit. Well, I at the time, believe it or not, didn't gamble at the time, so I was just out drinking. So I went back to the bar, got myself a drink. I was talking to a few people, went back. Bro had $237 with him, something like that, something around there. And I'm like, oh, what happened? And then he cashed out as soon as I said something.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yeah, I ended up losing a lot of it. And I'm like, bro, 800, you could have just cashed that out.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, though.
That's the thing too, is like when you lose, there's like shame, guilt. Like you feel like shame.
Yeah, like you walk with your head down.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know if we can have sex tonight. Actually, I'm
not really in the mood.
I'm really tired. Actually,
babe, are you upset? Are you upset that you lost all that money at that table?
No, I'm tired. I'm just tired.
Yeah, dude, I knew a dude that was like as I'm walking out. And he's like, dude, I don't know how to go to my wife and say I lost all the money.
Oh,
And I'm
geez.
like, that is tough.
I don't want that.
Dude, my brother, I said this story not too long ago. My brother went to, like, my brother's actually, like, likes to gamble. He does. He likes to gamble. And he goes one day to the casino just by himself.
Classic move. That's
Just
veteran gambling move. You don't want anybody slowing you down.
And no,
That's, I like the by yourself move too, because you have less guilt and shame.
Yeah, no distraction.
when
You
you
can go balls
lose.
out.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say, hey man, don't you think like putting $200 on that hand's a lot of money? Who's gonna say that to you?
Nobody to judge
Nobody.
ya.
No one's gonna judge you.
Dealer's your friend.
Dealer's your buddy. You tip
Yeah.
him after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're good.
You're making friends there.
You're making friends there. You're chilling. You're getting to know everyone at the table. But he goes, and he's playing for a little bit. He's gambling, and he sees Baccarat. You know the game Baccarat.
Yes.
So I still
I've never played.
I've never played it either. But my brother goes, I see all these Asian guys sitting around this Baccarat table. So he goes, I go and I start watching them play. And one of the guys looks at me and says, do you want to play? You want to hop in this? And he goes, no, I don't want to ruin what you guys got going on or whatever. And he goes, no, hop in. Like, we'll teach you how to play. So he these guys are teaching him how to play. All these Asian guys teach him how to play Baccarat. And fucking, he comes home 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up because I have to go to work or something.
Yeah. Like a sucker.
Like a fucking dork, right? Like a fucking dipshit, not going gambling.
Exactly.
So he comes in 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Oh shit! Like you just coming home from like your night out?" He goes, "Yeah, bro, fuck." And then he goes, "I just won $2,000 at the casino." And I was like, "You won $2,000 at the casino?" He goes, "Yeah, man. These Asians taught me how to play Baccarat, and we just played all night." And I'm like, and he goes, "Yeah, I just won $2,000 off it." He goes, "I'm like, how much was the buy?" And he goes, $30. I'm like,
What?
shit, what? Yeah,
You gotta play with the Asians.
You gotta play with the Asians, man.
They love to gamble and they hate to lose.
And they hate to lose.
So
I guess they like in the Philippines, the pool is big there. They gamble on pool a lot.
oh, okay, yeah.
But I would dude, pool seems like, because the only reason I say that now, I play pool, but I'm not like remotely good. I just play for shits and gigs. Like I have a pool table. Like I just play for fun. Like I'm not good by any means necessary. So like it's very hard when like some of my friends, we want to go out to a bar or whatever and play at a pool table.
Yeah.
But if you go to like a pool hall or something like that, everyone wants to like play you for money.
Yeah.
And it's like very annoying.
Mhm.
Like we have a guy, like there was a guy where they start off, what they do is they're like, hey, listen, well, how about we play for a beer? And then you'll play them for a beer. They'll let you win. Because they're like, okay, you know, he bought the beer. Okay, why don't we play for like $50 this time? How about $50?
Yeah.
And the thing is that you bought the beer, right? Or they bought the beer. And so you're like, yeah, sure, fuck it, whatever. I just beat this guy for a beer. I'm going to fucking take $50 from this guy now. And then he smacks you.
Yeah. Have that happened to you?
Yeah, dude. Because they
Really?
pay for their tab like that. That's how they do. That's how they do. They pay for their tab like that. So they wait till you get going. So if it's you and your buddies and you've been drinking for a bit, they wait till you've been drinking, because these guys can drink all day and play. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So they wait till you're drinking, that they know that you're just a group that's coming in to fuck around, and then they come and then they start like, oh wow, you guys been playing here for a couple hours. Do you mind if like we play for a game or like play for a beer or something? And that's how they start. They start friendly, but then they're like, oh, why don't we play for like $50 or something like that? But you'll hear like the guys who are there all the time and play against each other. They'll be like, all right, $200 a hand, like $200, or like however, like they'll play 9-ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what 9-ball is.
Yes.
You gotta do it
where
in
you go-
order.
Yeah, in order.
So
yeah.
however many balls you get, it can be like $100. So then whatever evens out, whatever ends up being. So it'd be like $100 a ball.
Oh wow.
So if it's like you got 9 balls, someone's getting 100. So because it doesn't matter if you both get 4 in, there's still 1 left. Someone's getting $100.
Yeah.
Or if it's like this dude gets like 6 on you, you're fucked.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll do that shit. It's fucked.
So where is this pool hall that you've played at?
Yeah,
In Windsor?
there was a
Charlie's, right?
Charlie.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
a pool. I wouldn't say Charlie's a pool hall. There
Oh.
is another pool.
They got
hall.
a nice little setup.
But Charlie's even there. Like I like Charlie. I'm not shitting on the bar Charlie's by any means.
I've done
But some of
comedy
the
at Charlie's.
winners there.
Really?
I'd like to call
Yeah.
them.
Wow, that's right by our house.
Yeah, I live right
Yeah.
around the corner from there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. It's
Good time. Good time.
Good time,
Charlie's.
Charlie's.
Let's do some blow in the bathroom.
Yeah, those bathrooms are fucking old as shit. But yeah, but dude, Charlie's would be like that. Like I had to tell a guy 4 times that I didn't want to play against him, and he was like so hammered, he just refused no, which is a good trait, I guess, on him. But
Yeah. Good salesman.
yeah. But like seriously, he wouldn't, like this guy just kept being like, do you want to play me for money? And I'm like, no, bro, I don't want to play you for money. I'm not good. You'll beat me.
Yeah.
I'm not good by any means. I'm here just to. I got changed from like, my pin, like, just whatever change I had.
Yeah,
and
that's
my cup
all I
holder.
have.
And I'm like, I just came to play pool with my friends for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't anything that deep. But this guy took it like, motherfucker, I want to play you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like, bro, I'm not good. You'll win. I'm telling you, you'll win. I'm not good. But dude, there was this one man who fucking dogged on all of us. He was hammered. He was a Scotsman, and he was so goddamn like he was 82 years old. This dude was hammered.
Oh, really? Whoa.
And my friend took the bait. My friend was like, yeah, I'll play this old fuck. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. And this old guy just ran the table on him. Just fucked him up. But he didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
There's
There's like fucking levels to being good at pool. It's like you can make you can hit the ball and do a good break, and then it's like you can actually hit it across the table on a slight angle and get it in.
But it's like, I've also known a guy where he lived in St. Thomas, but he was in school here for corrections.
Okay.
Or Border Patrol, not corrections.
Yeah.
But he was so good at pool. Like, I was like, he was like my age, and he was like, hey, I don't do this, but do you want to come play pool or whatever at Good Time Charlie's or whatever we'd go at? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And he goes, and he brings his own. When a motherfucker brings their own stick,
Yeah.
it's like a bull when they bring their old bowling ball. You're like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like, dude, we hosted a cornhole tournament not too long ago, and people brought their own bags, and I'm like, oh fuck, people, like, Jesus Christ, people here are fucking serious. Like, it's like when someone brings their own shit, you're like, okay, they may do this.
How far are they driving for cornhole tournaments is what I'd be wondering. Like,
fucking
are you in Mississauga next weekend? Fucking throwing the bags.
Oh fuck, dude, people love that sport. But anyways,
Honestly, yeah.
My point is that this dude brought his own stick, and he was so good it pissed me the fuck. I don't know why it pissed me off, because I had no like desire to be good at pool, but it just pissed me off how good he was, and I was like, why can't the fuck I be that good?
Yeah.
And it's funny because you think all your shots need to be like this power, like these power fucking
Yeah, that's like
and pool, but you watch all these guys play, and it's like the softest hit you have ever seen in your life. And it's funny, I'll try to play that on even iMessage games, and I'm like, fuck, I suck still.
Yeah. And it like even shows you the line. Of where
It
it's
shows you
gonna
the
go.
line too,
Yeah.
like where you could cheat. Essentially, that's all
Yeah.
it is. And then I'm still fucking ass. Like, I'm still not good.
Yeah, pool is fucking tough.
Pool seems like one of the sports. Also, it seems like cricket. Cricket seems like one of those weird sports because it goes on for days.
Yeah, it's like a 3-day event.
Yeah, like my buddy's like, it's funny because I'm a football guy. Like, I watch, like, anytime the football season comes on, college or NFL, I watch all of it. Like, tonight I'm watching the game, all of that. But like, it pisses, like, he's like, I'm like, what other sport you watch? And he goes, I like Formula One. And he goes, I really like cricket. And I'm like, dude, the drastic change in all of that is so crazy, from football to Formula One to cricket.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's such a big leap.
Those are totally different demographics.
Yeah.
Like cricket is for, India.
Yeah.
And Pakistan, that's for them.
Yeah.
Formula One, that's for the people who can afford a Rolex.
Yeah, for real. That's what it is. Because there's only like 3 people that are good in Formula One.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? Red Bull, Ferrari, and like, I don't even know the other one, Mercedes or something like that. It's like, if you in one of those cars, you most likely win.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know. I'm into all that shit. Like, I'm into football. I like hockey, but specifically playoff hockey.
Yeah.
NASCAR. I like I don't know why. That's why I got Dale painted on the fucking. I love NASCAR, dude.
Do you? Well, I like that you like it.
Yeah, I know it's such a not an interesting sport.
Well, it's good at pastime.
Well, yeah.
To sit around
and
drink, and you don't need to pay that much attention.
People say it's hard at an actual race to pay attention.
It would be for especially 500 laps or.
Yeah, how the fuck you know where you're at? I guess it would tell you.
Oh, during a race if you're driving. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like people who have gone there and like the smaller tracks, like Bristol's a smaller track. It will be like you don't know who's in first because the cars are so close together and they're going around so much.
There's got to be a Jumbotron or something.
There's a thing that tells you number 5's in position 1.
And number 5
but when you're looking for number 5 and they're going 140, you're fucking like this, bro. You're like this trying to fucking look for number 5. You're like, oh, there he is. Fuck.
And you're yelling at your kid. And
you're yelling at your kid because your kid's like, Dad, this is too fucking loud.
Dad,
why
I'm
are
in
we
120
here?
degree heat with no sunscreen.
Dude, why is it hot by this track? You know what I
I'm
mean?
breathing in fumes, Dad.
Yeah, no. You, in sports at all? Anything?
I like football. I like watching football.
Yeah. Who's your team?
I go for the Lions.
Yeah.
And me and my friend went to a Browns game once.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so sorry.
Yeah. It was fun to
Who they
go.
play against?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Oh, wow. Buffalo Bills and Browns?
Yeah.
There you go.
This was like a few years ago. A couple years ago.
Josh Allen on the team by then?
Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
Allen and Baker was the Cleveland
Oh, Baker.
quarterback.
Is that, yeah.
And that was a good time. They get hammered. Oh my gosh. Not even like everyone.
Were you
there
in
was
Cleveland?
hammered. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
in Cleveland. And so that was cool.
I would love to. I've never been.
It was cool.
I've never been. I would love to go to a game. I want to go to a Lions game.
So you never been to a football game?
Never.
Yeah,
I'm a giant. I'm a giant fan.
pricey.
Well, now they are because they're good.
Yeah.
Like now they're pricey. So it's like, you know, if me and her wanted to go, it's like 800 American. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, Jesus Christ, just go to a fucking game.
Screw that.
You're like, fuck that. And then that's not the only thing you're gonna get there. You're gonna get beer. You're gonna get fucking food.
Yeah, but when we go to Georgia, my uncle will pay for us.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking.
I want to go. Yeah, Georgia would be fun. I'd like to go to a college game too. College game would be fun. I'm a college football guy too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to some Michigan Wolverine games. Like growing up, my aunt and uncle would take me
In
So
the
I've
big
been-
bowl.
in the big house.
The big house. That's what they call it. Big house.
And so I've been to like 5 or 6. Those are pretty cool. The seats are, shitty.
Well, it's because like if
They
you're
cram
sitting,
100,000 people in there.
it's like I think it fits the most. It's like 120. Search up how much the big house can hold. It's got to be 120.
What's your number? I'm gonna go
Oh, okay.
110, 110.
Okay, I'm gonna go 118. Rain.
Okay.
118. What are you going?
107.
Oh shit.
What did
okay.
you say?
110.
Oh, damn.
That's you were the closest for sure. I thought it held more people. I don't know why. Because I was watching another game, it said that, but maybe that is big. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's
But
fucked.
you know how many people that is? That's so wild to cram that much people in for a fucking football game.
That is. It's crazy. They fit it all. It's like a third of Windsor.
Yeah. Dude, that is like a third of Windsor. That's so fucked to think about. You cram that much people. But the only thing is with college games, they don't sell alcohol there. So the problem is
Yeah.
everyone's hammered as fuck before they get in there. But then as the game's going on, you just get progressively more sober and then probably more annoyed.
Hungover by the fucking fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're probably not doing great. You're probably not doing great by the fourth quarter.
No, you're fucked.
But it's like one of those games must be wild because like all I do is watch that and you just see everyone like you must be at a disadvantage if you sit down. You must be at a
because
disadvantage
then
if
you're
you sit
just
down.
looking at the guy's ass in front of you.
Yeah, because everyone's standing up. Like I'll watch those college games and it looks like every single fucking person is standing up.
Yeah, they are.
Like
And it sucks because like you pay for the seat,
yeah.
like to seat.
Yeah, like the
Like-
seat and then you're just like, well, fuck, this was useless.
It's tricky because you are in the stands,
Yeah.
but you have a seat.
Yeah.
So do I stand or do I seat?
But you
Do I see?
you stand.
Yeah,
just
I
gotta
guess you stand.
Because I couldn't imagine what one of those games cost.
Oh, I don't know. They would buy the tickets for us.
Oh, would they?
I never actually bought the ticket on my own.
That must be dope. Hey, man.
Yeah.
You can't complain about that.
No.
You can't complain about that at all.
As a 12-year-old, I was happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like with football too, I recently got into like a pool with people and I never do that. And
Like
I'm
fantasy
like
or
it's like where you do your pool picks.
okay,
Like you
I
pick who's
that.
going to win. And this is my first year ever doing it. Like I never do shit like this. I don't know, like the fantasy thing just doesn't matter because so many people's fantasy this year shit the bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Week
people-
2.
People drafted Christian McCaffrey and Travis Kelce for them both to not get any points. For them to
Oh, yeah.
for them to literally have nothing. They've done shit all year. But it's like fuck, dude. I don't know.
Like fantasy is like I did a fantasy hockey once.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's like who has the time? It's like I'm not the like
You got to bench all these people. You got to play certain
it's
people.
way too much. I guess with football, it's like a once a week
Yeah.
thing, but even
Yeah.
still, it's like fuck. It's too much time. I like when you pick win or losses.
Yeah.
Like I picked them to win over here, and
Yeah.
this it's like way easier than it's like put my wide receiver on IR and fuck. He tore his ACL.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You hear guys talk about it like it's a fucking like they're on the
Like
like
they're
they're the
invested.
they're the fucking on the team, buddy. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone's always fucking pissed about that shit. But I don't like. I find sports fans the weirdest though. Like they're very territorial in that sense, because like Michigan, Ohio, right? Like that's a big like
Yeah.
Like Jenny.
I was thinking Jimmy. I was thinking about his story.
Oh no, I was thinking about Jenny. Jenny. So his dad's girlfriend is a huge Michigan fan, and I mean not to speak for both of us, but I think you're the same. But I'm an Ohio fan.
Yeah.
And she was saying
really?
she doesn't even wear the color red because she hates Ohio that much.
Oh my god.
It's
She
very
was like,
much
"You
like
ever
that.
seen me wear red? I've never worn red. Fuck Ohio."
And then, but like, my dad's son Jimmy was telling me the story. He's a Michigan fan, and he goes to Columbus, Ohio, for the Ohio Michigan game.
Yeah.
And he's waiting in line. It's like porta johns to go to the bathroom, and this guy goes up and he goes, "Not you." He goes, "What do you mean, not me?" And he goes, "You can't use the porta johns because you're a Michigan fan." He goes, "Seriously, you're gonna deny me using the bathroom?" He goes, "Fine, deny me, but can my wife go?" The guy was like, "Yeah, we'll let your wife go."
What the hell?
Yeah, bro. They're like that. They're like, can't use the restrooms. I think that's so weird.
That is
Like I like talking shit to like people. Like if like, oh, you're a fucking Cowboys fan, fucking pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll talk shit to you. But like when it would ever come to that, no. Like
No.
I would never be like, you can't wear that here. You can't fucking wear that here.
Steelers parking only, buddy. Like,
But it's like people are like territorial about that shit, bro. Like they're so serious about it. Like you ever hear about the kid not too far from here? Like he was from Hamilton or something. Went to a Buffalo Bills or he went to a Miami Dolphins game, but Buffalo was playing. He was a Buffalo fan, so it was the playoff game last year. He goes down there to the Buffalo game, gets shot.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear about that.
As he's crossing the street, like after the game's done. Buffalo won. Game's done. He's crossing the street. Guy almost hits him with his car. He goes, "Hey man, what the fuck?" Guy just kills him.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's a Buffalo Bills fan. Flew there to go watch the playoff game, and then fucking got killed after the game.
Wow. For the team. And then Buffalo doesn't even win a Super Bowl for
I
him.
know, fuck, right?
Holy.
Like that's what I'm thinking. Fuck, boys, way to drop the ball. But like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
recently Jimmy was also saying recently 2 people got shot and killed at the Michigan game.
It wasn't. I don't think it was Michigan.
Or
I think it
the
was
Lions
Lions
tailgate.
tailgate.
Oh, was it?
Lions tailgate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Lions tailgate, and I guess
heard
people
about that.
tailgate there all the time. But something happened. And they were like, "That's it, bro. This guy's
Yeah.
gotta get shot."
Wrong color here, bud.
Yeah.
Is that fucking not Honolulu blue? What blue is that?
What blue are you wearing, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Americans terrify me, bro. Fuck Americans.
Yeah, they really do because they are fucking so territorial, especially about football, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you mean God's fucking game?
You mean God?
You mean God's creation?
God loves Dallas.
God love Dallas is like America's football team. Dallas is Dallas.
Yeah.
Raise your fucking standards.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Why? Why? Because if Houston was that team first, Houston would be fucking America's team.
Uh-huh.
Give me bullshit about fucking Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is a joke team.
Yeah, Dallas is a joke team. Bears are a joke team. It's funny that some people have those about like certain teams where you're like, fuck them.
They're Washington. The Commanders are a joke team. Easy win.
Easy win.
What? 34 professional football players over there.
Yeah.
They're a joke.
I also like when like, so we be watching games and like I just thoroughly enjoy like watching the game. Like I'll just watch it. Like I don't care. But like you'll hear someone be like, dude, they should have ran this play instead. I'm like, fuck. You should be on there, man. You should be getting paid like millions of dollars to coach this fucking team.
Yeah.
And I'll just like fill their head. And I'll be like, dude, go as a defensive coordinator for sure.
Dude,
You
at
would
least,
be,
at least start teaching high school.
dude. You would listen. You should be a coach. Like, and then right then and there, I'll start like feeding into their head. Like, listen, man, let's figure out what we got to do. Take the steps, and let's get you going. Because if you're listen, think about this. You're talking about what they should have done in pro football. What are you gonna do with high school football, buddy?
Oh,
What do you do with kids?
You'll be an expert.
Oh, buddy, you're going to be getting contracts after your first 2 years. Only takes 2 years to build a good football team, bud.
Yeah.
2 years to build a good football team. That's all you need. That's all you need. Go out there, collect wins. But
Yeah.
that's I love that shit. But I mean I played football in high school, but that's all I did.
Yeah.
But that's how I met most of my friends was through football, like
Uh-huh.
that way. And then the hockey, I played a little bit of hockey, but football is where it's at.
Yeah. No, I never played football. I actually did the tryout in like grade 9.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Like even like the shoulder pads, I'm like, this is heavy.
Yeah. And then some dude fucking just slamming India.
Yeah, it only takes a falling down a couple times where I was like, I don't need to do this, do I?
It is a wild sport.
It is.
Like, it's like, listen, what's this sport about? Listen, you see that pigskin right there? We're going to give it to you. You got to get up that field. That's it? Yep. And it's like, okay, well, what's going to happen as I'm going up this field? Well, other men are going to come full blown at you. Now, is there potentially, are you going to get hurt? Most likely. It's a grown man running at you full speed.
Yeah.
But you got down the field, man, and we'll pay you for it. And you're like, fuck, all right, bro. Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down to do that. It's funny because in the this football thing in the 80s, it was like, you know how they do like their little intro? It's like NFL.
Yeah.
Like NFL, whatever. And then they show you the intro and then they'll show you like the highlight. Like it's like a highlight intro thing. So it'll show you like, and it's funny. It's like this thing from the NFL in the 80s has every highlight they show in here is now illegal. Targeting. You would be penalized for it up the ass.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's like, oh, you breathe on the quarterback. That's it. Flag that motherfucker down.
Yeah, it seems like you have to hit the quarterback perfect and at the perfect time.
Well, the one call that kind of pisses me off is roughing the passer. Because, like, I understand some of them. I understand the roughing the passer for certain things.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is, like, where a guy is clear as day before the quarterback even throws the ball, he's in the middle of the tackle. Like, literally, like, his arms are already out and he's leaning forward. The quarterback obviously throws it. He hits the quarterback, roughing the pass. Bro, what are you talking about? He already fucking... You can't knock a guy for already leaning down. Like, his full-blown body weight is already going down to tackle the motherfucker.
Yeah.
How are you going to call that guy for that?
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's a weird
While,
rule.
like, the linemen are, again, like, batting their helmets together every single play.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
I played defensive end, linebacker for a little bit, but then defensive side of the ball. I like defensive side of the
Backup
ball.
quarterback.
Backup quarterback in grade 9.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you ever get called up? No.
I didn't need to. The quarterbacks they were good and healthy.
Oh, good.
It probably was best. I probably didn't go in there.
Yeah.
But the reason I like the defensive side of the ball, first of all, it was less to remember. It was just less to remember, and because the goal was like, as a linebacker, well, you're either blitzing or plugging holes. That was essentially the job. You're tackling the guy who has the ball.
Yeah.
That's just as simple as that. And I'd rather be laying the hit than getting hit.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine being dude, what mind boggles me is like the running backs in the NFL, they're like paid one of the least amount. Like Christian McCaffrey, best running back probably right now in the league. Right now. Even though he's not even playing, he's still probably considered one of the best.
Yeah.
They only got paid like $18 million contract. Dude, there's wide receivers making $36 million a year.
Yeah, that's fucked.
How the fuck is that? Like, listen, both are a lot of money. I get. Like, if you're talking about this as like, just anybody, they're like, shut the fuck up. That's a lot of money. Like, you know what I mean? But it is wild to think in like perspective wise, like as that's a big difference, bro. And they take the most punishment. You're running up the middle with the ball.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Most of the time, your job as a running back is like, listen, we need 3 yards to get this first down. Now you're going to run right through the middle. And you're just going to get hit, okay?
Yeah.
And your goal is just to make it.
And your knees are going to give out on you.
And they're like, oh, yeah, my fucking knee has been just not okay since week 4. And it's, week fucking 11. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, we're not worried about that right now.
Yeah, well, we're just running through the ball. Pain meds, get going.
We're trying to get in the wild card spot here.
Trying to get. Yeah, you got to win football games. That's all you got to do. You got to play through the toughness, man. You got to play for the team. There was a Michigan coach that said that too.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, before the NCAA started paying the kids, like the college kids.
Fuck, you know what I've been thinking about? And now that they start paying them, so say those college kids, they were the talk of the town around campus. Mm-hmm. Before they were getting paid. Mm-hmm. They're still the cool kids in college and stuff, like the quarterback for the college team. But now they have hundreds of thousands of dollars, or they've made like $1 million.
Dude, there was like...
They're like kings.
Yeah. Well, in high school, especially too, like think about this. You're a 5-star prospect, right? You're a 5-star prospect. You go to a big school, Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, one of these schools. You go there. You're getting paid millions. You're getting an education, most likely. I mean, you're probably not doing most of the work, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're getting paid millions. I like what? What, you're fucking 18, 19, 20? 21 maybe around there.
Imagine that.
Bro, you're getting paid millions, and then all of a sudden, then you. First of all, if that wasn't big enough, because college football in the States is already huge, humongous. It's just they treat you like the NFL. They treat you as pros. You are a product of the team. You are paid a certain amount. You're a value to this team. We got to take care of you. And then imagine when you go to the NFL. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You just take it another step, because college is also only like regular season, anyways, is 12 weeks. Fucking, you have 17 games in the NFL plus playoffs.
Yeah.
So in total with college, you have maybe 15 games, maybe if you play.
Yeah.
But then like you have fucking, if you make it to the end, obviously. But then with like NFL, you're at like what, 20? I think so. I bet like you're at 20 games.
21, yeah.
Yeah, something like that, around there. I'm probably fucking up. Someone will get what I'm saying though. But you know what I mean? Like those are like that's fucked. Then on top of that, you get paid like these ridiculous contracts. Like imagine being a quarterback making $55 million a year. You play 5 months out of the year.
Yeah.
You play 5 months out of the year. Like, don't get me wrong. These guys put a lot of work in, right? Like, they training in the offseason, stuff like that.
I give them their credit.
But fucking, when you hear these contracts, like Trevor Lawrence, he's getting like $275 million over like 4 or 5 years. You're like, oh.
That's fucking crazy.
You're like, bro, and that's not even the end of his career. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's going to get to those 4 years, and then, like, someone's going to, if everything goes well, he's healthy and everything, then, like, that guy could potentially get paid more. Like, there's so many people right now who just got paid a lot, like Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, all these top quarterbacks. But right now you have Andy Dalton and Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Not doing, like, these guys are, like, just backup quarterbacks. Like, they don't get, I don't know what their salary is, but I know they ain't making $55 million a year. No. Daniel Jones plays for the Giants, and he gets paid, like, what, $43 million a year to be the worst quarterback in the league every year?
Yeah, he had like one good season where they won a playoff game or something.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
and now he's just shit.
Gotta pay him.
He's shit. And then it's funny with the Giants, they were going to be upset if they lost Saquon Barkley, lost him. Now you have, like, I don't know who you have on that team. You have maybe Malik Myers or Malik Neighbors. But, like, that'd be wild to think about. Like, you pay this guy so much money for them to be shit the fucking bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be.
Because that's a huge investment, right? Like, if you think about it, like, you pay this guy a certain amount to perform a job, and he's not doing it, that's a fucking problem.
That is a big problem.
Right? And it's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, that money is pretty insane. That's why, like, it's hard to have sympathy for any professional athlete that goes broke.
Well, it's good. Well, that's just, you're not financially putting your money in the right spots, and probably not getting or not listening to your financial investor. It's one of the two, right?
Yeah.
Because if most people, you get somebody to, hey, I have all this money kind of sitting around here. What can I do to, like, keep it growing? That's the smart thing, right? I heard something like ridiculous. It was a ridiculous like stat. It was something along the lines of like the average football career in the NFL, like, because everyone thinks of like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, where these guys are in like the league for like 20 something odd years, right?
Yeah.
Like those are like those guys are like the anomaly, right? Like that's rare to see. Dude, like the average football career is like 5 years or something like that.
That is crazy.
Like, isn't that wild to think about? Because especially as a lineman or like any of these guys who are just, that's all it is all day. It's got to be a fucking tear on the body.
Oh my god.
And everyone always says too, you never feel 100% after like spring camp. Once spring camp hits and they're all going or whatever, or summer, whatever the fuck it is, whatever camp it is, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But it's like the opening camps before the season starts. It's like you're never the same after week one.
Really?
You're just always hurt.
Yeah.
Football's a tough sport, man.
You're
just running into motherfuckers all like that is why it's such a that's why hockey's a wild sport now. Like I think hockey, like I had this argument and I had with my uncle, believe it or not. So I was going based off, people are going to disagree with me on this, but I was saying I think Connor McDavid, Connor McDavid is probably going to be the greatest hockey player of all time. I just think he's faster. His stick handling's better. If you just look at his tape and just on paper, he's just good. He's just
on pace.
He's on pace.
Yeah.
And my uncle had a fit. He had a fit about that. And I'm like, my argument was, if you think hockey back then is the same to now, you're fucking delusional.
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy. The game's so much faster, dude. Someone is hitting you probably at like what? How fast do they skate? It's got to be something crazy. How fast a hockey player go? Like an NHL hockey player.
Like on average, I'd say they're at like
how many miles an hour? Let's go miles an hour.
Miles an hour. I'd say 25.
I was gonna say 25 too, dude.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say 25.
I'm sure they can
10
clock
to 25.
10 to 25.
So 25.5 miles per hour, roughly. Okay?
Whoa.
Bro, that's pretty fucking goddamn accurate.
Yeah.
So, you're telling me some dude is going, that's about like what, 30, 40 kilometers an hour now? So that's just like a side street. Someone going down a side street here.
On rollerblades, going that quick.
Going that quick. And then imagine you got your head down. Oh, you got the puck, right? Oh, I got the puck right here. And you just turn like this, and some dude's shoulder is just crushed.
Yeah.
Crushed your face right in.
And the next thing you have to do is get up.
Yeah, you got to get up right,
Right
after.
away.
You got to get up right after. And you got to be like, yo, did that dude light me the fuck up? Like, yeah, dude.
It's like,
dude,
do I have to fight now?
that dude rung your fucking bell. That dude fucking made you feel him. You felt that, man.
That dude fucked you.
Dude, there's been times where I've had that where someone gives me a suicide pass. You're like looking like this. So you get the pass, and as you're just looking at a defenseman's right there, and he lights you up. And you're like, fucking Jesus, Murphy. I remember some guy hit me. So I did that one of those suicide passes. I was in the middle of the ice. I go, and he's right there, and he fucking just, boom. I didn't fall down or nothing. I just remember he hits me. He falls. I stand up, and I remember I still had the puck in my feet, and I passed it to the guy skating up. I got off the ice because I could not breathe. Because he knocked the wind out of me so hard. So I'm sitting on the bench like sucking back air and trying to like beg for water because this guy hit me so. And they're like, I can't believe you stood that man up. And I'm like, I can't believe that dude hit me because I was not expecting that dude to fucking light me up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that hurts. I played a lot of sports like that though.
Yeah. I only played the pussy sport of soccer.
Soccer?
Like, I never played, like, a real contact sport. Like, soccer, like, not really. Like, you know, you're
It's
bumping
weird.
into people. But
It's like, I feel like sports, like, I mean, soccer does too. Like, I've had cousins who play soccer, and they've, like, it's definitely a team-oriented sport, like, for kids. Like, I think but sometimes I think about if I were to have a kid, I'm like, fuck, would I want to put him in football? Like, how early do I want to do it? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I want them to have the same experience I did, because football was good. Like, I built a lot of good friendships that way. I built, like, you know, It was a fun sport. Like, it was good. It taught me a lot of things. The coaches I had were great. But, like, I also think of it, I'm like, oh, man, just the injuries that come with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Because I also played lacrosse, but I played box lacrosse.
what is that?
It's like, you know, the hockey arena just without ice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like you're in, but, like, you know, the whole thing is, like, you can just light a motherfucker up if he's got the ball. But if he comes, I don't know if you ever seen, like, the house. It's called the house. It's like a crease.
Yep, okay, yep.
If they were to step in it, you can just hit them. You can just hit them out.
Oh, really? Once they're in that crease?
Once they're in that circle, you step in that circle, I can hit you with my stick, and I can cross-check you. See, with lacrosse, it's such a weird sport, and people don't, like, a lot of people who transfer from hockey to lacrosse, they forget that you're allowed to cross-check.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I had a stick that was, like, bro, it was, like it was bent, because I would fucking just hit people, and it would just bend. And then you would hit a guy, like, he had no padding right here, so you had your shin, like your forearm guards, and then your shoulder, like here. Well, you hit him right here. There's no padding there, so you just bruised up, or you smack a guy's wrist. You hit him in the wrist, something like that. Dude, lacrosse was actually, like, swear to God, because it's not as popular as like football and hockey. I'm telling you, box lacrosse is a tough sport.
Oh, I believe
Dude,
it.
like, I remember. I'm gonna tell you this story. This is a fucking embarrassing story for me. So this is during practice.
We're talking, not a game.
Not a game. Practice. All right, Scott. I had a now listen. If any dude, by the way, on your team has a nickname, like, they don't call him by his name, it's like a nickname. That dude's tough as shit.
Yeah, okay.
This guy's name was Bubba.
Okay.
Bubba. That everyone called him.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking, one day we're doing, like, I forget what we're doing. Like, we're doing something where, like, you have to run up and then you turn around, you catch the ball, and then the guy's supposed to be the defender on you. And I run, catch the ball, and as I turn around, Bubba's just running full force. This dude was, like, I was little compared to this guy. Like, I was like, I seen him running, and I didn't even move. I was like, oh, fuck.
Bubba's definitely a big guy nickname.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Can't be a skinny guy
And
named
this
Bubba.
dude lit me up. I went flying. Like,
Really?
cross-checked me. I flew, I don't know how many feet. I flew. And this guy hit me so hard, it knocked the snot out of me.
Oh, my
like,
God.
the snot shot out of my nose. And I was like, and, like, I was like, dude, you hit me so goddamn hard. The snot got knocked out of me.
Wow, during a practice.
During a fucking practice. I couldn't imagine if that dude was trying to hit someone in the goddamn middle of a game.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck. Dude.
How old were you, too? Like teens or early 20s here?
Oh, no. I stopped playing a long time ago.
Okay.
I want to say it was like 14, 15.
Okay.
Around there. I was 14 or 15. But that was an eye-changing moment where you realize, God, dude, this fucking basically a man
Yeah.
is just lit my day up. And like, oh my God, he just fucked me up, bro. Like also the worst, like the Six Nations team was the worst team to play against. All the like Aboriginal people and stuff.
Oh, really?
Dude, they would fuck you up. Because
Yeah.
that's their game. That's their game, bro.
Is it?
Lacrosse is their game. They invented lacrosse.
Oh.
And you would go to play against them, and they were tougher than you. They had wooden sticks.
Yeah.
We had steel and plastic. They were like, we got wood. We're gonna fuck you up.
I just carved my stick, actually.
Yeah, that's they're like, I actually just used the tree outside, carved it, and now I'm here to fucking beat the shit out of you with it.
Yeah.
But like, bro, every time we played against them, they'd fuck us up.
Whoa.
Tough motherfuckers, bro. Like tough as nails.
Wow.
There's just certain people. It's like we used to play against Cardinal Carter.
Yeah.
That's a school out in the county.
Yeah.
Well, those are all farm boys.
Yeah, okay.
When you look at our team, I fucking played for Brennan. When you look at our team, the Cardinal Carter wasn't the most skilled team, but they were fucking humongous.
Yeah.
They were all humongous. Like their linemen were all at least 350 pounds in high school. You're like, oh my God, dude. I'm like the highest one we have is 350 pounds. That's the highest.
Yeah.
They're all that, dude. It was fucked. Woo. Playing against that one of those. I remember like some guy comes around. He's pulling, so it's like the tackle's pulling. So he comes around. I'm sitting over here. So I shoot off the end to go try and tackle him, and he just fucking comes around and just lights my day up, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can give credit where credit's due, man. Like
Yeah.
a good play is a good play. I can't blame it. I've been lit up a few times. It'll add up. You can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how long did you play soccer for?
Oh, I played like since I was a kid, and then like when I was a kid till like I was 15, 16, and then I played 1 year like as an adult, like when I was like 24 with like in a mixed league.
Yeah.
And then I've hung up my cleats.
Oh, you hung
I'm
up?
done.
You're
I'm
retired?
Done. I'm
you
retired.
called it quit. You heard it here, guys. Scott called it retired on
I'm
soccer.
retired in soccer.
He's retired.
Yeah.
What was this, 24?
Yeah, I retired at 24 young age.
He's been retired at, what, 6 years?
Yep.
Yeah, 6 years,
So
retired, 6 years.
They love to have me back.
They love that. They keep calling you?
The Stony Point Mixed League would love to have me back.
What'd you play?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, you just
Like it was like
put
it
me
was like,
somewhere.
Put me wherever you guys need.
What'd you play when you were younger? What'd you want to be?
I always liked the idea of midfield.
Yeah.
Because like you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But like I tried.
Did you have the cardio for that back then? You probably
back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I tried midfield in the frickin' mixed league.
You're like, fuck this.
As I was like smoking joints and cigarettes driving there. Like
getting pride for your game.
Like
everyone else is stretching. You're in the car.
Yeah. Like I drove there. Like me and my buddy would drive together.
Yeah.
And he literally like it was like 10 to 15 minute drive. He smoked 3 cigarettes on the drive there.
Right. That's proper. That's
and
proper.
And then he scored 2 goals. I was like, wow, the cigarettes are not holding this guy back here.
No, man.
Like,
You gotta dive in on that shit, boy.
Yeah.
You gotta dive in on that shit.
Yeah, we're doing poppers. Is that
Prime
what you're
time
saying?
yeah. Oh my dude.
Oh my god.
I hated when our group did poppers. I don't know about you guys. Like I don't know. You're a popper guy.
I've done it.
Yeah, dude. I hated it because we used to have. That's actually the bong. Swear to God, Rep Gus. That bong, like right here, this thing I'm painting on the wall.
Okay.
That used to be. So believe it or not, that was the bong that we took everywhere. We took it everywhere. Our group used it all the time when we were smoking pot all the time. But
yeah.
The thing is, there was a few guys in our group who loved to do poppers. Now, I remember at one point there was some reason Gus had to go. And so Chase decided to split it with an axe. And that's what he did. He threw it in the air and split it with an axe. That's how it went out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's the only way for a bong to go, right? Like, what are you going to do, bury it?
Yeah.
No, you take it out in a badass way with an axe. Duh.
That would be a good. I've never done that.
No, but he did. But he did that. So we got a new bong. Now this new bong, I get there and I'm watching them unwrap the fucking thing. Brand new bong. Glass is nice. Everything's nice. I hear someone say, yo, let me take a popper out of that thing. I say, absolutely not. I say, absolutely not. Do not take a fucking popper out of that thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Do not ruin it.
Like,
let everyone,
ruin it.
Listen, let everyone take a toke first. Let everyone get a token before you start poppers and shit. Dude, there was, I'm going to throw up. This is so gross. There was one guy we had, and he had this like silicone bong, and it was so good. You couldn't see
black.
it.
I
And
believe it.
There was one time where he poured the water out of it, and the thing was like black coffee. Black coffee.
God.
And then I seen a chunk of something come out of that, and I was like, yo, you're telling me you've been hitting like shit out of that? He goes, yeah. I'm like, that is a fucking disgust. Bro, listen, I'm going to tell you something with our friend group. If we brought girls over to like the garage or something like that, we'd be out there like this with a goddamn hose with hose water. Like, I mean, a hose attached to the house. Spraying it in there. Like, imagine if you came here and I was like, Scott, do you want water? And I went outside to my hose.
Oh, I see.
I dumped water in here, and I was like, there you go. And it's like cloudy, probably metal in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that shit. Now, we would do that. We would serve people that. Like, girls would be like, what 3 girls in there? 3 cups of water? Like that, right? Listen, the bong, we put goddamn Fiji water in it.
Wow.
Fiji. We would treat the bong better than the guest.
Yeah,
We would treat the bong better than us.
Yeah.
We would, bro. We would just treat the bong way better. We'd be like, no. Hey, there would be people being like, is there Fiji water in that? Like, I'm not hitting it if that ain't Fiji water.
Whoa.
Like, you know how bougie you gotta be? Listen, dude, by the way, I want to mention at the time, we were living paycheck to paycheck. Like, half the time the group was like, listen, we can either pay our insurance or we could buy an ounce together.
Yeah.
And it was like, everyone's like, I guess I'm missing my car payment this year. Like, you know what I mean? People were just like settling for that. Like, I had a buddy ask me, hey man, should I pay my phone bill and car insurance or should I buy pot? And I was like, what do you think? And he goes, it could wait another month. And I'm like, another month? Like, so you didn't pay it last month. So that's good to know. All right.
Well, we need to get high today.
Yeah. Well, hey man, listen, this is one thing I'm going to say about this group. We looked out for each other.
Good.
Some of the most loyal people in the world.
The most, seriously. Bro, listen, your car was fixed. Listen, I'm not no mechanic, brother. But let me tell you something. We're going to get your car running. Your car will be running. Dude, you understand one time we had to change drum brakes on our buddy Alex's car. That car sat there for like a week because we didn't know. Once we took off the thing and started taking off the brake, we're like, oh, fuck. I don't know how to do drum brakes. We got to have to watch a YouTube video on this, but we all have to work. All right, we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
So it just sat in the garage for like a week.
We'll get you a bus pass while you're waiting.
Take the bus for this week, bro. But hey, we got your car running.
Yeah.
That's how it was, man. But I mean, when you had no money.
I had a similar group.
Yeah.
Similar group. The thing about poppers and your friend group, seems like there's always one friend who's like into it the most.
Yeah. No, that was the problem. That's always the problem with the group because, listen, I get it. Popper probably feels amazing. Probably feels great for a second.
Have you tried it?
I've done it. I feel like I've done it once. Probably when I was really fucked up.
Yeah, it gives you a wicked head buzz for like 10 seconds. And then like if you go a smidge overboard, you're going to throw up.
Right.
Like you need
people
that.
Say it feels like you're melting.
Sort of. Like you just
Probably.
like get like that nicotine head rush times like 10.
I just felt that all the time, even if I hit a bong. Like, dude, I haven't hit a bong in a long time. Like, they have dab pens now and shit like that. Like, I'll hit that. But, dude, when I used to come, like, I'd get done work. I'd get done work or whatever. And I'd go to, Chase's house or whatever. Chase had everyone always over. So I'd get there, like I got my weed or whatever, and I'm just packing a bowl. And you would take that first toke or whatever. And bro, I remember after that first toke, you couldn't like, anytime someone took like a fat toke, like a rimmer or something like that, you couldn't talk for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I remember I would have to cough for at least a minute.
Yeah.
Let it all out. Someone tell me to shut the fuck up or something like that because I'm coughing too much. Sit there and look at what's on the TV.
Eyes watering.
And you just gotta be like, dude, this is, by the way, the position you're in watching the TV. Like you're like. And then someone says something to you.
It's like an episode of Intervention in the garage. Like literally, like I'm glad like you can't do pot with needles.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I
for
probably
real.
would have fucking got there. Like I've been watching Intervention lately, like I was saying earlier outside, and tell you what, fuck, alcohol and drugs. Oh my God, messes people up.
Yeah, it does, bro.
And-
It's for certain people. It does. You know what's very interesting too? I've met so many because you'll find on Intervention or something like that where someone's like they're just ruining their lives or like they're going into like severe debt
yeah.
or something like that. But then, dude, I've met people who are like drunks like that, and they like function like that every day. I knew a girl who would drink a 6-pack of Tall Boys. She would show up at like 4:30 in the morning. Bro, we didn't start work till fucking 7. She would show up in the parking lot, drink the 6 fucking beers, and enjoy her time in her car or whatever, and then get right to work.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. And that's how she functioned.
It's like everybody at Chrysler, I guess.
Fuck, yeah, it's probably most people.
That's the
crazy.
stories I hear anyway.
But like, it's funny because I used to work out with this correctional officer all the time, and he would tell me, we would be talking about it. I'd be like, "Who do you get like a lot? Like, who's a lot of vendor?" He goes, "You know what? I think you'd be very curious to know the amount of people who take drugs and narcotics and stuff. Like, it's a lot more than you actually think. Than I think like in the people in the public, because he goes, it's people you don't realize at all.
yeah.
Like at all. Like he
Uh-huh.
goes, it's like it could be like he goes, listen, I'll give you an example. I'm not gonna call anyone out. That's what he would say to me, and he'd be like, right now in this gym, there's a lot of people that used to be that's what he would used to say, my clients. They used to be my clients at work, his correctional facility.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what he would say. He would be like, well, I'm not going to tell you what they're in for, but he goes, that person was in for something, that person was in for something, that person was in for something. And he goes, like, a lot more people than you think are doing shit.
Fuck. That's why, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I never want to get in a car accident, get prescribed opiates,
Yeah.
and then get hooked.
Yeah,
on
that's
opiates.
also a weird one that the Sackler family never got. How the fuck do you pay your way out of that one? That makes
guess-
even no sense to me. That makes no sense.
Uh-huh.
You prescribe people heroin, you get them addicted knowing that they're going to be addicted, and then you serve no penalties. But that goes to show you that like literally like why people hate the rich is literally, you could just put that example as that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if a guy was selling crack, I'm not even saying selling crack is good, but if a guy was selling crack to feed or make ends meet, pay his bills, that guy's bad. We'll punish him though.
Yeah.
But like a person who can prescribe heroin on like a mass global scale, and you not get in trouble for it at all. How the fuck does that add up? Make it make sense though. Make it make sense. Because that makes no sense to me at all. I'm not even that smart in that shit. Like I'm not. I'm telling you as a guy who just is observing. Like I'm just observing it. And if you were to tell me that, like, oh yeah, but what did they do? Well, they had to pay a fine. I'm like, okay, well, what was it? Well, their names got taken off a few buildings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, that's it. So they still made money off of it.
Yeah.
They paid a fine, whatever the fucking fine was. You probably find it, but whatever the fucking fine was. And then on top of that, they served no time. So they were allowed to prescribe people drugs. And by the way, it's still a used thing now. Like there's so many people, like my grandmother, she just had hip surgery last year, 2 years ago maybe. They prescribed her Oxy. She didn't take Oxy. She took Tylenol and she was fine.
Yeah.
Really?
She took Tylenol for 3 days and then stopped, and then was walking in 2 weeks.
Wow.
By the way, that's an 8-week procedure, like 8 weeks to like finally get going on your own.
Yeah.
They told her 8 weeks. She was up and downstairs 2 weeks in. Stopped taking everything. She didn't even take, like the prescription that the doctor told her to go get. She didn't even take it to the pharmacy. She's like, nah. I don't
Oh,
need it.
really?
She
Oh
was
my
like-
God.
She goes, I don't even need that.
She was this close from becoming a heroin addict.
Oh yeah, that close.
Going to the streets,
Fuck.
looking for something.
She could have had a great time, and she's never gonna know that feeling
Yeah.
now. But you know, to each their own.
To each their own.
It does make you feel fucking nice though.
Yeah.
When
Oh, I bet it makes you feel great. I mean, people
My-
ruin their lives for it.
I mean, it
I
must
know.
feel pretty good.
my colon ruptured a few years ago, and I remember I was in so much fucking pain. Called the ambulance, and I was like, "Knock me out." And he was like, "Oh, girl, I'm gonna try." I don't remember any of the rest of the fucking ambulance ride, but like, they were giving me a lot of morphine. But then as soon as I would like out of pain, I was like, "Okay, no more. Just give me Tylenol." But like, yeah, because that shit, it hooks you.
I
And it
bet no,
feels
I
nice.
bet I bet it does. Like
I've had that morphine drip before.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, it feels good.
Fucking, it does feel good. I had the worst sleep paralysis with it. I think that was the biggest thing that was like, okay, stop giving me that shit. because it would knock you out, and then I would have such bad sleep paralysis. But that's probably just a me thing.
Maybe.
Dude, it's got to be good. Like, most of the drugs got to be great.
I mean, it must be good. Like, meth is probably really good.
I mean, fuck, dude. For you to, like, because, like, I think about, like, you know, you feel bad, right? Like, you're like, oh, man. Like, look at this person, like, live on the street or whatever, right? Like,
yeah.
And it definitely is an issue. I'm not saying it's not an issue or whatever. But then you're also like, fuck, it's got to be good, right? Like, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
If you're willing to go this deep into it where you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll sleep on the street.
Like,
I'll sleep on the street, bro.
Like, I don't need custody of my kids.
Dude, fuck that. Yeah, I don't need custody. What are you talking about? I can just go get heroin and have a great time. And it's like, dude, that's fucked to me.
It is.
Have you ever seen the documentary The Pharmacist?
I might have.
It's like an 8-part series, bro. It's on Netflix. It
sounds familiar.
It's so good. It's where this pharmacist is like figuring out himself what's going on. He ends up finding out through his own son's a murder. Isn't that wild? His son like leaves to go pick up like oxy or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's like oxy or some sort of drug, and his son ends up getting killed during this drug thing. Ends up finding the police don't. The father does. Finds who murdered his son, gets him to go to jail, finally goes back to work and sees all these oxy prescriptions and kind of starts putting it together like, why does this like 12-year-old need oxy? Like, what? And then after he ends up going deeper and deeper and finds this like doctor who's prescribing it to a bunch of people, and then, you know, he's digging through and then you end up, doesn't matter, like at the end of it, it's kind of all fucked because it doesn't matter with pharmaceutical people. It seems like that you can just get bailed out of anything. You just pay like a fine. Yeah. It's like when Pfizer sold Vioxx. I don't know if you even remember that.
No.
So it was like a I want to say it was 2.3 or 2.8, somewhere around there, $1 billion lawsuit. They end up having to pay this. It was Vioxx. It was like a heart medication drug. Okay. But in the studies, it did say like potential heart attacks, stuff like that. Like you could. So they were selling a drug knowing it could give people heart attacks.
Yeah.
And then they got sued for it. They made 12.5 or something like that $billion off it. Ended up paying only 2 point something.
Oh,
so how the fuck does that add up?
It's worth it then for them.
Sure, there you go. Here,
yeah.
Sorry. What, like, right? That's what That's what I'm saying. That's where you think, or people get the term of like the rich are always going to get richer and stuff like that. That's why people say shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, how could you not if you see that? How could you not if you constantly see that in the news where people get bailed out or people get this? You see all these rich folks who, you know, claim like what was the big thing? No, never mind. That doesn't matter. I was gonna say something totally irrelevant that didn't matter. But like, you know what I mean? Like you see that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't understand how that makes sense. How are you just not? You're just a drug dealer in a lab coat.
Yeah.
That's all you are.
And then if I were to sell like,
hey, don't worry,
my weed.
Yeah.
And, like,
you should go to jail, buddy.
Yeah, man.
You're a danger to society, you fuck.
5 to 10 years.
Yeah, like I said.
Set you straight.
Not even condoning drug selling. I'm not. But like, don't fucking tell me two are different. The one thing I don't like is like hypocritical arguments. I don't like that. You can't give me a double standard argument. How is that not any different? If you were the difference is it's global. You make billions off of it. Yeah. Right? It's like, what are you talking about? I've never understood. I've recently, like, I don't know, over the years, I got into all that shit, and I'm like, that shit's weird, bro. Because like, I feel like with pharmaceutical stuff, it's easier just to keep you as a customer than it is
to cure you.
Yeah. Right? Like, think about it. Like, most people I know now, if they're having like problems like acid reflux or like something's going on with their gut, something like that. Like, things are going on. It's probably obviously what we're eating, right? Yeah. What we're eating is probably not the greatest. But you go to a doctor, and the doctor will be like, they don't even ask you what you eat anymore. They'll be like, here, just take this. Just take that. Yeah. It'll make you feel better. But it's like, could you imagine from like such a young age, and by any means, don't listen to me because I'm not a doctor. I'm a fucking dipshit. I'm just saying what I'm observing. But like, how are you always just prescribing? But like, if you're just on pills your life, like you're just putting Band-Aids over things, right?
Yeah.
Temporary duct tape or whatever, right? Because like, what's the thing? Like, oh, this isn't working anymore. Well, what does up it? What's up the milligram? What are you talking about?
We'll up it.
We'll up it, man. Don't worry. Take 2.
It is crazy how little your diet matters to a doctor.
Like, and it should be the first thing they ask you. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what do you eat every day? Well, if it's like, well, I get Starbucks every day and I put like, 4 pumps of caramel, 2 things of sugar. Okay, well, that could be a start, right? You're starting with fucking 800 calories in liquids in the morning, so that could be it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's none of that anymore. There's none of that anymore. It's just like, don't change up what you're doing. If they give you a medication, they're like, don't drink on it for like a while. But then after that, you're good.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, really? Like, that's it? And they're like, yep, that's it. You're out of here.
Like, I know one thing, like, I went to, like, university, and, like, in one of the it was, like, 8 a.m. class, and then the professor comes in, and she's drinking Pepsi at 8 a.m. And I'm thinking, what the hell are you going to teach me?
Yeah.
Like, you're drinking Pepsi at 8 a.m.
Yeah. There's one guy that dogs on me every morning for coffee, and I'm like, bro, don't you have a liter of Pepsi next to you? You have a liter of Pepsi next to you every morning. You're 50-something years old. You're going to talk to me about what's going on? What were you going to say, Rand? You were about to say something?
I was going to say, when I worked at Tim's, that old girl, Virginia, she would have one of the like bottles of like this of Pepsi in the morning when she woke up. She would sip on one all throughout her shift. She would sit in her car after work and drink one, and then she would have one when she got home.
So
I'm
you're
like,
saying 4 liters?
Like the ones that are those?
They're probably like a
liter?
they're probably like a liter,
like,
yeah.
come in the
Yeah.
six
Or like
cases.
750 milliliters, whatever.
The 750s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those 4 of those a day,
Dude, that's
and that was
wild.
every
Oh my
single day.
God.
And she would tell me, she'd be like, "Oh, Rain, yeah, like if you like Pepsi, every Thursday and Sunday, the shoppers around the corner from that Tim's has them on sale. So every Thursday and every Sunday, she would go get 2 cases, 2 cases, 2 cases. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god,
I think it's
crazy.
it's wild how you like, because I'm not like the biggest pop guy. Like, it's funny. I actually didn't become a pop guy until I started dating her, because she'd be like, we got to have a bev with this meal. I'm like, yeah, you're right. We do got to have a bev with this meal. But like, I was one time I was in the mechanic shop and I was just waiting for my truck to get safetied or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down and I'm listening to the guy in the front, like the receptionist, or like whatever he is. The guy answers the phones and he's talking to this other guy. He goes, oh, like the guy, customer you must see all the time comes in. Oh, good. See you back. You're finally back from the hospital, blah, blah, blah. How did everything go? And he goes, oh yeah, everything went good. I just had a lot of kidney stones that they had to get out, like surgically get out. And I was like, and I was listening more. And then he goes, kidney stone, like a lot? He goes, oh yeah, like, dude, it was bad. It was really bad. He goes like, well, he goes, what did the doctor say it was from? And he goes, well, he thinks it's from all the pop I'm drinking. He goes, well, how much pop are you drinking? He goes, well, while I'm at work, okay, right? This is while he's
Start the sentence like that. It's a lot.
While I'm
Yeah.
at work, I drink 8.
What?
Oh my god.
8 cans of Pepsi this guy drank at work. And he goes, well, how much water do you drink? He goes, none.
Wow.
Dude, so the only thing that was going through this man's fucking as a liquid
His liquid was Pepsi.
was Pepsi.
Oh, and he's drinking Pepsi at home.
And like, I think in a can of Pepsi, there's like 55 grams of sugar.
yeah, when you see the video,
Huh?
and you see the huge pile of sugar. That's like,
Dude, how did your body just not shut down?
honestly,
How is your body not like, fuck this, dude?
yeah.
What? By the way, also, who the fuck, like, okay, listen, I don't expect much from people. I really don't. Because, like, whatever. But how the fuck do you think drinking 8 sodas at work, and that's the only thing you're drinking at work? How do you think that's fucking appropriate,
You
bro?
think you're just gonna
Yeah.
be okay?
Like, bro,
Yeah.
but also, how the fuck are the teeth not out of your fucking head? Huh?
Seriously.
You know how much sugar that is, bro? No way the dentist is happy with you.
No, or he's thrilled
Yeah.
because he's got a great customer.
Oh, you got a great customer, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, could you imagine when the doctor's seen that? Like, could you imagine if you were a doctor? Like, I couldn't imagine being a doctor what they have to hear some days.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's start off. Like, what do you drink?
Well, for breakfast, I just had a normal breakfast. Well, a Pepsi, and I went to the convenience store, got a Red Bull, and whatever candy was on sale there, I got the candy.
Well, do you do any like mobilization? Like, do you move for your work? Absolutely none, actually.
Well, no. Well, I walked from my car to the desk. I usually take a break halfway through when I'm at the front door.
yeah. Well, don't want to get tired on the way there. But you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking what. Like, dude, I was sitting there, and I'm like, 8? You drink 8 of these a day?
Yeah. of Pepsi. I'd rather drink. I
would rather hear you're drinking 8 beers at work.
Honestly,
like okay, I feel better for your health.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like less sugar. You're a little drunk, but you
Yeah.
get over that. You know.
But it's like listen, I like to have fun. Like I like to eat. I'm a foodie. I love food.
Yeah.
But there's like some things where it's like if my body's not like telling me like you probably shouldn't eat that, I'll try to listen to it because I'd rather not pay for it. There's things I'm willing to pay for, like pasta. I'll pay for pasta.
Yeah.
Like pasta is a heavy meal.
Yeah.
And it like puts me down, but I'll pay for that. I don't
Well,
care.
if you got nowhere to go.
You got no pasta's like if I eat that, I'm down for the night. Do not
Do not call.
that meal. I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
You know, it does. I'm heavy because they say like what food is fuel, and then like there's that meme where it's like it's like it says that in quotations, food is fuel, and it's like me. Like you just, after you eat, you just fucking you're out, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that shit?
It's great, and like basically that's why everyone's sick.
Yeah.
Is shitty food.
Well, and then you have that all the time. So then like someone is sick. And you give them every solution to like try and feel better, like right, like you try, and then they don't even want to do that. They want to like I know people that want to ride it out. They're like, fuck, I'll just ride out this sickness, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll ride it out.
I'm still gonna smoke and give me my bag of Doritos.
Well, it's like people will like say that shit all the time. Like they'll be like, I find it like I have so many friends that vape. I don't do any of the vaping shit, but I have so many friends that do, and a lot of them will like try and quit. Like they'll do the try and quit thing, and then you could tell it aggravates them. Like it aggravates them that they're trying to quit. And then they're like, yeah, sorry, man. I'm not vaping or whatever. Like, it's just pissing me off. And you're like, whew. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, do you know who Duncan Trussell is?
Oh, yeah.
So Duncan Trussell recently, too, he went to his doctors, was finding out why his blood sugar was getting spiked so high all the time. Like, and he found out it was from vaping.
Oh, really?
Every time because, like, well, a lot of them are, like, what? Fruit flavors, right?
Yeah.
Like cherry, peach, watermelon. Like, you know, lemon mint. I don't know what the fuck they are. I don't vape. But like I would imagine it's just syrup and sugar, and then it burns in a coil, right?
I mean, I was a big vapor.
I never got into it.
Recently, like start of September, I've put it down. So not even that long ago have I quit.
Is it go? Are you like? Do you find it easy or no?
It was at first like this isn't even my first attempt at quitting.
Okay, see, it takes a couple times
like
for people.
I had a cigarette phase,
right,
and then a vape, but vape is harder to quit than cigarettes.
I would imagine
because like vape, it has all those like, and here's the thing about vape is like they give it really stupid names. So you have to go in there and like, can I get the boss bitch banana? And do you have any of the like Mexican like
slap your mom,
slap my mom
cherry,
cherry? Yeah, like you have to like say that to them.
Yeah, yeah.
But like with vape, it's like you hit it everywhere you go. Like you're in the bathroom.
Well, there's people who hit it inside too. Like you'll see people, like everyone at a restaurant's like.
Yeah,
they're
like
fucking hitting all because no one's gonna be like, man, that cherry smell. Oh,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean. But if you were to light up a cigarette, someone would be like, who has a cigarette in here?
Who has a cigarette? Give me one.
Who has a fucking cigarette in here? But yeah, that's what I mean. But plus, I think cigarettes are cooler. I'd smoke cigarettes before I do.
I would smoke a cigarette over vape.
Yeah,
because vape, it's like so new too.
It is new.
It's like Chinese chemical where you're just like.
It can't be good, bro.
No,
it
not
can't
at
be
all.
Good.
Like
it can't be. Also, like, do you remember back in the day when they first had like the big ones?
Oh yeah.
And they were like, hey, this it can blow up in your face, and you're like, really? And it's like, yeah, because we have the battery and coil right next to each other.
Yeah.
So it could just blow up at any moment, and you would like hear things where like people's hands blew up, or like someone's side of their mouth fucking flew off when they were trying to hit the vape or some shit. But some of them were wild, dude. Like
that was crazy how big they used to be. I forgot about that.
Dude, they used like people. My one buddy, I don't even know.
It's basically like this.
Like, yeah, you would have this giant. It was more of an inconvenience in your pocket than cigarettes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This ginormous thing, dude. I remember a guy who was like making his own juice and shit like that. Like he had one vape where he would like pull the top off. It had cotton in it. He'd put cotton in the coils, which that probably doesn't sound safe as fuck. And then he would drip juice into it, put the top back on.
Yeah, that's how box mods used to be. You used to have to buy the coil, buy the like the juice separately, and then piece it together yourself.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe that.
Oh my god!
I had a guy. I swear to God. So I used to, before I worked at the place I work at now, I worked at another shop, also powder coating, but the owner was a heroin addict, actually.
Really? Yeah.
Actually, not kidding.
Yeah.
And he comes in one day and he goes, hey, first of all, it was funny because he would always ask for money as well. And he was the owner. So that tells you a lot. So first he would ask for money, of course. Didn't have, and I was like, no, can't give you money. He goes, okay, now I have these vape parts here. And I was wondering if you can paint them blue for me. And I was like, yeah, sure, bro. So I painted this dude's vape parts blue for him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. That's so funny.
That is.
Like, just to be like, hey, man, can you paint my vape? Like, it's like the owner of this place is like, paint this vape for me.
This is
bro.
worth it.
Dude, paint my vape for me.
Paint my vape.
Paint my vape.
I
Like,
need to smoke some paint too.
yeah. I mean, it's probably not great, right?
No.
But it was wild. Like, and then, I don't know. I just found it's a wild request. Like, make this a priority. You know what I mean? Get this done.
Yeah.
I want to be able to vape soon.
Stop production.
I want to be able to vape. Please.
Yeah.
Please let me do this. But, dude, to each their own, I guess. I mean, what are you going to do? Judge somebody? You know, what are you going to do?
No judgment.
No judgment here, man.
We don't judge.
You know,
Me and you.
We're not, even though I went on a whole rant about a whole bunch of other things, but it does not matter
That doesn't
that
matter.
I judged my ex-heroin boss.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. I mean, he's no longer with us, but like, you know.
You know what?
Surprisingly, not due to heroin.
Actually, not due to heroin, dump truck.
Dump truck accident?
He went head on head with it.
Head to head with a dump truck?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He lost.
He
And he didn't win.
No.
did not win.
Yikes.
No. Yeah, no, it was a...
It wasn't like just a big ass that someone was calling a dump truck?
No,
You ever hear,
no,
you ever
no,
hear
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
do that?
When you hear that, dude, look at that dump
The
truck.
dumper.
What the fuck? Someone must be like, what the fuck is that? Using the lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fucking weird as shit, dude. I don't know.
But you know what's some about I'm going to bring it back to poker.
Oh, yeah, bring it back to poker. Go ahead.
Where so I play on the computer
Right.
and stuff. And there's these games called satellites.
Mhm.
You ever heard of that? Well, it's basically like you play a tournament to get into a bigger game. You're basically like winning your spot sort of thing. Yeah, I'll have one more. Thank you.
Brandon, you want one more?
I'm good, thank you.
And so I played these like tournaments on the computer to like, and you try and get into a bigger game
Right.
by winning them. And I basically like won this thing where it's like, it's like a 7-night stay in Vegas. So like it's all paid for.
That's pretty dope.
And like they give you money for the flight and everything. And I won a seat in a tournament where the buy-in is $5,000.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that?
That's
Eh?
pretty cool.
I'm pretty excited. Because
you-
like on the computer,
That's coming up? Are you going to do
it's
that?
in like the beginning of November.
Are you going to do it?
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's hype as fuck.
Yeah. Like on the computer, I'll play a game where like it's like a $50 tournament,
Right.
like $100 tournament if I'm really.
So you're really into poker then?
yeah,
Like you
I
like
am.
poker a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's your jam?
That's
Like
my
is that
jam.
like I don't know if you have weekends off at this place, but I'm assuming when you have
I do,
weekends
yeah.
off, you try to plan around that maybe?
Yeah, like on Saturday, me and my friends are gonna play,
Yeah.
and then on Sunday I'm gonna play on the computer.
Oh wow.
So like, yeah.
How often do you think you play poker?
Well, maybe just like twice a week because I live with my girlfriend now.
Right.
Like before. when
Oh,
it
so
was-
things are serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
things are-
okay,
So
alright.
things are serious.
Yeah, okay.
So.
He was planning a future with you.
Well, you're gonna be the co-host, so I just want
we
to know
are-
if I had a place to
We
live.
are partners.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are. We'll
My
talk
partner.
Yeah, we'll bring it up to your girlfriend. We'll bring it up. It's okay.
But when I was a single fella,
Yeah.
I would probably every night I would either probably do comedy or I would play poker.
Do you ever have those nights where it overlaps? Like in the sense of you're gonna do like comedy
yeah.
and then go poker?
Well, I have, but usually it doesn't even. Like now, I'll just do one or the other. It's not really a good mix when like I'll go do comedy and then I'm like in a rush, like to like get home so I can get on the computer and like now I'm like just one. If I'm doing one, do one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Like try not to. I don't like to force the time and it's like too much if I'm trying to go do comedy and then rush home to
right.
like. But yeah, when it was just myself, I would just play like every night.
There you go.
Like no one's stopping me or nothing.
No.
But now with my living with the lady, you know, it's probably a good thing. But now I just play like 2 times a week, you know, because I don't want her to think I'm a gambling addict.
Yeah, you gotta hide it.
Yeah. So I'll go to the bathroom and play.
You're like, fuck!
Fuck, I just lost some.
I've lost so much. And she's like, Scott, are you okay in there? And you're like, fuck! Go away!
No, I'm constipated. I'm just diarrheaing.
I lost everything! Like,
Yeah.
Just brushing my teeth. Don't worry.
She's like, okay, honey, but why are you screaming?
Yeah.
Why are you
I'm
sweating?
not gonna be able to make rent. Fuck!
I'm sweating because I ate Indian food, okay? Fuck. But yeah, like I played like that game, like that thing. It cost me. I played like $100 satellite, which is basically like a qualifying tournament, and I had to get top 2 in it to get into this other game that cost $1,400
Fuck.
just to play in this game for a chance
To get
the thing that I got, which is like 7 nights in Vegas, and they pay for your flight.
That's so
and
cool.
a seat. And I'm like, want to wrap my mind around it. A seat in a $5,000 game. That's crazy to me. You know?
That is wild.
I'm like,
Is that one of those games that'd be like televised too? Like
I
in
mean,
Vegas? I don't know if they
it
do.
could be. Yeah, it definitely could be.
I won't say who did it, but a guy I know went to the casino here, and he wasn't supposed to be in this poker tournament because he was banned from the casino. But before they realized what happened, and he ended up winning like 180,000 or something like that. 180,000
At Caesars Windsor?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What the hell?
So he won. Okay, he won. But when he won, this was a different time. He won, but before they realized, like when he won, they were putting his name through the system, and they realized who he was and that he was banned. But the reason they could not pull it, like take the money back, is because other people at the table won money. So they would have taken, like if they were like, we have to take everyone's money back and redo it, everyone's going to be pissed, right? Because there was like another guy at the table that won like 100, another guy that won 90, something like that. It was it was wild.
Holy shit.
So they look at it, they look at this guy, and he goes, listen, we're not going to take the money from you or nothing. We're just going to hand you the check. You're going to leave. And that's it. We're not going to take your picture. We're not going to do anything, but you're no longer welcome back at this casino after this. And he goes, all right, thanks. Took the money and fucking left. He goes, I want 180. I'm good from there.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's a huge win.
Yeah, it actually was a huge win because he ended up paying off a bunch of shit and all that stuff. He needed
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Holy cow.
But it was wild because I was like, they gave you the money still? And he goes, yeah, dude. But he goes, I was so close to like probably fucking everybody over at this table because they would have been pissed at him, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you showed up to a fucking poker tournament that you're banned from this casino.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
He got banned. The reason he got banned is because he swore at a table.
Oh, that's
the
all
first
it
time.
took?
Well, because he won money, and then he said, fuck yeah, like that. And then they took, I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's probably some more added to it. Like he's probably fucking,
there has to be.
He was probably fucking hammered and then talking shit to the security guard. Then the security guard took it a little too far.
He must have said something worse than fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, if you just won a bunch of money, they're going to say, fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty natural.
Yeah. Oh, I would too. I'd be like, no way. I mean,
I'd start cursing at people, probably. Yeah. I'd say,
that sounds
fuck
like
you.
It. Yeah.
There was a guy I seen recently, and he needed, I forget the 4 players that he needed to score a touchdown, but he put $2,000 on it to win him like 118 grand or something like that. Ooh. And he hit it at a bar.
Oh my God.
He was in a bar when he hit it, and he was freaking the fuck out. He goes, I just won 118,000. Oh my God. And he was losing his shit, bro.
Wow.
But that feeling must be wild.
That would be.
Because, I mean, if you're like an average person, whatever you're making, like let's just even say it's like 70 a year. Let's just say that. Can you imagine you fucking come into money like that, like 120? You gamble, you win 120. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's fucked, bro.
I mean, that's basically what I'm like need to learn how to manifest for my upcoming
Dude, you should
trip.
make a vision board. Have you heard these vision boards? Make these vision boards.
I've heard of it.
TikTok influencer doing it. You should do it, Scott.
I mean,
go home when you leave here.
Lose.
Listen, when you leave here, don't worry about comedy or poker. Vision board.
Vision board
and envision that shit, dude.
That's definitely not a bad idea.
Listen, tell your girlfriend right away. Be like, right, you leave here and you be like, babe, listen, we have to make it. You want me to make good money in poker, right? We got in vision board.
That's
And
vision board.
listen, I guarantee you go. Well, you walk in there, say vision board. She's on board already.
Oh,
She's
would
on
love
board.
it.
She's on
She'd
board.
love
You
it.
say vision board. She's like, oh fuck, let's go.
We'd be going to get the Bristol board.
Yeah, she'd
right
be
then
like,
and
I don't
there.
even care. The place is closed. Let's go. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? She'd be all about it. Fuck yeah, dude.
I honestly should. You know what the thing you have to lose with a vision board is you just feel embarrassed if your visions don't come true. Where you're like, yeah, I thought I was going to meet The Rock. I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah. I don't know. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Oh no, just a crazy thing I put on there.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm stupid. Right? like that's like the downside of the vision board is you actually put the stuff you want, and then if it doesn't happen, you're like, I
You're
guess
like,
I'm embarrassed.
oh well, that's awkward.
I guess Obama wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
No, dude, that's funny shit. But yeah, dude, that poker thing's actually pretty sick.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
Like,
But
so, like, when did you start getting into poker?
like I got into it when COVID started.
Really? Oh,
like,
so
I
this
basi-
is like fairly. It's not like you've been doing this for necessarily years.
No.
Kind of
not
just
at
started
all.
coming over the pandemic. Did you play poker before the pandemic?
Like basically like a couple times here and there.
Yeah.
Like at Christmas once we played with our family.
Yeah.
And like that's it.
I mean, yeah, I did that with my family too. You have like those nights or whatever, and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, when COVID, like I basically got laid off or whatever at COVID, and then I figured if I'm not making money, I should be losing money. So
Perfect.
I-
Win-win.
Yeah, win-win. You know, giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And then like literally, it was just I would deposit like $50, lose it, deposit another 50, lose it,
Yeah.
like deposit 100, lose it. And it just started like that, where like you're just depositing small amounts and losing it all. Like, just do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like stupid
I
shit.
get exactly
or,
what you're
like
saying.
basically learning the game without like there's ways on YouTube and stuff where you can study and learn the game. But I was kind of learning the game by losing money a bunch of times.
I mean, buddy, the only
Hey.
way you can win, the only way you can learn is by losses.
that's true. Hit the ground running.
Yeah. Dude, I just liked blackjack.
Do you? Yeah.
I liked blackjack. I had to stop playing though. It's
I
because
mean-
I get it. Like in the sense of I don't think I have an addictive personality at all. Like I've never been like I do sober November every year, stuff like that. Where like,
Okay.
yeah, like I'm not really. I don't think I have tendencies like that. But like there's something about that gambling where it's
Yeah.
like when you hit something big and you're like, ooh, I like that.
yeah.
Because then you expect to hit it again. And then when you don't, you're like, oh, well, that was just a fluke. Next one. And then
Yeah.
next one. And then that's how those people lose all that money. That's what we were talking about. Where
Yeah.
people are up a lot, and then all of a sudden you come back and you're like, what the fuck? What happened? And I just kept going.
It's like, don't look at me in the eye.
And there's so many people that are like that. There was a guy that I knew for a while that could not stop. Like, actually could not stop. Like, he'd be like, if I suggest to go to the casino, tell me no. Like, I don't want to go. And I'm like, damn, bro, really? And he goes, yeah, no, it's that bad right now. I'm like, don't let me go.
Whoa.
And it's like, damn, that captures people.
You know it's bad too when you hear of people that like put their name on a list with the casino where they're like, actually, you guys should blacklist me.
Yeah, I heard like that doesn't even work though.
No,
I heard like some people will still be able to get in, like people who have gambling problems like that. I mean, they could be lying to you, just telling you that, oh, I told the casino to put me on the blacklist.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they could just be full on lying. It's also wild that they have that help center there. Like
always empty.
it's
that
I mean
help center.
empty as shit. But it's
Yeah.
like it is wild that it is there. I get why it's there. I understand why it's there. It's
Yeah.
wild it's there though. Like,
Yeah, last time I walked by the help center, there's like free to play slots.
they probably have that. Do you think they have those in all casinos? Those help centers, probably, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, I feel like it should be
yeah.
legally
It's probably legal, right?
Obligated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is crazy that they make you walk through the entire casino in order to get there.
It is. It's on
Yeah.
the second floor.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? They make you. You're right, Rain. That's actually such an interesting point. They make you walk through everything.
Same thing when you want to go to a show there. They make you walk through the casino to keep you there longer.
Yeah.
To make you to be like, oh well, there's 15 minutes to the show. Might as well
Yeah.
get a couple slots in and
Yeah.
shit like that. There's so much like psychological tricks inside of a casino. I find it fascinating.
It is. It is. Like, I'm glad I never got hooked on slots. There's one thing I don't
There's
want to get
people
hooked
that are-
on.
Dude, there's people I know where I'll watch them. Like it's so weird because I just like I feel like when I go out, I just like people observe. Like I'm just looking around, like what people are doing, and like you'll see people put like $400 or $500 in a slot machine and just go to town. I feel like maybe when I say these type of things too, I feel like if someone's listening to this that is a gambler, they're like, that's not even a lot of money. Like hearing you, what are you putting $300 in? That's cute.
That's how you start.
Yeah, buddy. I fucking put 7. I put my paycheck in. I grab my check and throw it in the machine.
Yeah.
Grab my pay stub, I throw it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm over here being like, oh man, I'm watching someone put 300. Dude, one time I put $5 in a slot and I won like $320.
Oh, really?
Yeah, $320 off a spin or something like that. And then I was like, well, there's my drinking money. I cashed out. And someone's like, you don't want to keep going? I'm like, no. Why the fuck would I keep going? This is my drinking money. But people probably hate the way I gamble. Like, because I just want to make, like, if I could just double whatever I had, I'm good. Okay, sweet.
That's how you should play it.
Right?
You're making the losers.
Like, even if I had $20 and I made it $40, I'd be like, oh, sweet, dude. $40.
Yeah.
You know? It sounds so crazy because, like, I'm probably like, if I had a friend that was like a degenerate like gambler where they were like betting like hardcore money, I'm probably like the worst person to hang out with because they'd be like, you want to bet on something? I'd be like what? And you're like $100. I'm like $100. Like I have a 20 on me. Like you want to do that? Like
yeah.
I don't want to have to start fucking e-transferring you.
That's true.
It's just weird. I'm weird with that shit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, my gambling brain, like my gambling, it's escalated. I started at COVID.
Yeah.
And like I would play like 1 cent, 2 cent. Like those are the blinds.
Right.
And like now I'm played like $100 satellite where there's no guarantee at all. Like to move forward to another game where there's no guarantees.
What do you mean the no guarantees? Like in the sense of
like it's a certain amount of people are making money, but not everybody, sort of thing.
Okay.
And like I was just playing a game to get into another game.
So the game that you were playing doesn't even really matter because it had to go to the next one. So even if you made money on that one, it wouldn't matter because you had to go to your
like,
goals.
You had to get top 2
to get into this
earn
next
your
one.
Seat
Okay.
into the other game.
All right.
And then you had to get top 2 in that game to win the thing, the Vegas trip.
Okay, so So it's like, yeah, you know poker pretty well.
I mean, yeah. Like, I know how to win and I know how to lose. Like, hey, losing's a part of it too.
I mean, it seems like it, right?
It is.
I've only played a few times, but I feel like I kind of get the grip of it, but I feel like probably someone fucking dog smack me. I feel like I can get it, though, pretty quickly. Like, I feel like once I'm in this shit, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Your brother's really good at poker, too.
My brother's is good at gambling in general.
Sounds like it.
I only gamble on, like, football. That's it.
And NASCAR. And UFC.
I would say UFC and football more. NASCAR is like super rare.
I like betting on NASCAR. I like NASCAR.
You do?
But
NASCAR's fun.
You two are a great match.
Yeah.
NASCAR.
Her family's all into baseball. They love baseball.
Yeah, I love baseball.
So once I found out she was into baseball, I'm like, oh, I can convince her into football.
Yeah.
But I actually like baseball. I actually don't mind baseball now.
Yeah, you tell me football and I tell you baseball.
Mm-hmm. Baseball was good. I went to my first game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Blue Jays.
And they fucking dog smacked the Yankees, and that was the only good game that they've played this season. Yeah,
got to see Aaron Judge play. I know some of the big players. Like that's about it. And I try to follow here and there. Like if we're waiting for like a game to come on or whatever, I'll throw on baseball. Like I'll be like, oh, let's just watch this game. And I watch it and I can kind of understand it. But there's one stat that I was telling her that kind of weirds me out with baseball. Is like in the outfield, there's no like regulated feet, if that makes sense.
Distance is weird.
Right?
That is weird.
Because isn't like the Red Sox stadium like 320 something feet, and then like I forget like the Philly stadium is like 400 and something feet.
Yeah.
So it's like your home runs could be completely different, right? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
No, it does. Like I find that weird too. There's no like set regulated distance.
Yeah.
It's like the bases. The bases have that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like 90 feet or something like that, whatever it is, 90 or something. I don't know what the fuck it is exactly. But like when it comes to a home run, it's like I feel like that's I don't know. I feel like that stat's kind of important, right?
Yeah.
Because it'd be like, well, you know.
It would have been a home run here.
Yeah.
But it's an out. He's out over
it's-
here. Like, what is that?
That's actually facts.
It's a good point. Like, yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah, it's a fuck thing to think about.
And like, if I was a home team and my distance was like 50 feet, 100 feet more than another team's home team,
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, because now you're used to practicing where you have to hit it hard as shit to get it to be like a home run, and then you go to the Yankees or somebody, and you're like, yeah, like that might have landed in the parking lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucking hit that
Like,
bitch so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always found that so weird with baseball. But baseball does weird me out as a sport because it's like, dude, it is wild to be like, listen, I'm going to throw this ball at you at like fucking 90. Okay?
Statistically, though, baseball is the hardest sport.
I
to
feel
play.
like probably because it's a lot of games. It's
I mean,
162 games.
Yeah, the games and like just hitting that ball, that's
Like,
got to be so tough.
It's got to be impossible.
I seen a video where they kind of like walked you through like all the stats and stuff, and a baseball player has approximately like 0.3 milliseconds to decide if they're going to swing at a ball and to hit it exactly right, because it's like something fucking somebody way smarter than me figured it out, but it's like they throw it at this many miles an hour.
Mhm.
Then the time that it takes for your brain to process the light has to then feed it to your brain to
Right.
say, should I swing at this or not? Then to make the decision to swing, have it be in exactly the right place at exactly the right time at exactly the right speed. It's like so much shit. I don't know.
It seems like a lot.
it's insane.
That's why you got to be on cocaine.
Yeah. Right. No,
I
that's a
could.
good
You
idea.
can't do it.
Listen,
otherwise.
juice those boys up again. Fuck it. Let them take steroids.
I'd be down.
I want to see some fucking balls get out of here, dude.
You want-
Fuck
Let's
it.
see some dingers.
Let's see some dingers. Do you remember Coach Kent Murphy? You remember that guy?
Coach, who's that?
It doesn't. I can't show you because we'll get copyrighted. But it doesn't matter.
We'll show you after.
I'll show you after. You'll laugh at this guy. This guy's funny.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like juice him up again. Let him fucking just hit balls out of the park. Fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
it, dude. Why not? Who cares?
I don't care.
Who cares? Let him.
I don't care.
Like seriously, who gives a shit? Let him just fucking hit the balls out. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, beef him up.
Yeah, we're not saints. Nobody here's a saint. You know,
Yeah.
the Sackler family's
Yeah, buddy.
poisoning the country.
Yeah, buddy, who
Like,
gives a
let these
fuck?
people have some steroids.
Yeah, I just want to see the fucking ball just gone. Like, I just want to be like, I lost it. I don't even know the fuck it went.
They should do a fucking Olympics like that, where
They're doing-
where they get everybody juiced the fuck up,
They
and
are-
then see how far they could push the human body.
They're doing it's called Advanced Games. The Advanced Games. That's what they're called instead of the Olympic Games. The Advanced Games, where
That's far.
they're like it'll be all the Olympic like stuff like that, but there's like, yeah, you could juice up for this. Like, go ahead. Just all
Yeah,
out.
when are they doing that?
Search it up, Rain. Search up the Advanced Games,
Frick. That'd be something to see.
dude.
That'd be like a
But, like,
pay-per-view.
It would be interesting. Like, listen, like even if you're not a person that conducts you don't condone steroids.
Yeah.
Is that it right there? One.
Maybe it's called something else. Maybe it's called Steroid Olympics.
Just put, yeah. Actually, honestly, search up something like that. That's gotta be.
Oh, they're blacklisted.
Enhanced Games is planned.
The enhanced games.
Oh,
not
enhanced. Did you say advanced?
Did I say advanced?
I think so.
Did I? Well, it's my bad.
2025.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fucking sick.
So okay, so do you okay? That's what I'm saying though. Like, imagine it being, even if you're not a person like you don't condone steroids, okay, whatever. But it would be wild to see how far can you push the human body,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, even if it's with enhanced supplements stuff like that, it's still the training behind it, all the stuff. Because these people who are taking it are probably there's like it's not going to be like some guy off the street and they're going to be like, listen, we're going to make you take steroids and then hop in this. It's going to be like, no, hey, you've been training in this thing for a while. Take steroids, juice up, and come do our thing. And someone's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that. Sure.
And then I guess they technically could get off steroids for the next Olympics.
Technically, you could. Also, imagine, because they have weightlifting, right? Imagine.
Oh my God,
So
yeah.
weightlifting in the Olympics, right? Not on steroids, whatever. Now imagine a motherfucker that's on steroids
Yeah.
and seeing what that guy could do.
Oh, I'd love to see
Imagine
it.
a bunch of fucking basketball dudes all just fucking juiced up. I'll fucking dunk on your ass, motherfucker.
Imagine UFC, but they're all juiced up.
Yeah.
People might die.
Oh yeah, probably.
Rodeo. But the bull is on steroids.
The bull on steroids.
I mean, Brock
They
Lesnar.
probably are on steroids.
Brock Lesnar got popped for steroids and John Jones so many times.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the guys. I mean, back then, I'm pretty sure it was probably predominant around those groups, I would imagine. But it is like, yeah, now you got popped for steroids again. You got popped for steroids again. You got popped for steroids again. And it's like, yeah, dude, you see the fucking size of him? He's a goddamn brick wall.
like,
what the fuck? What do you mean? Yeah, of course, for him to maintain that size, yeah, he's probably taking some shit, dude.
Yeah.
He knocked a policeman out of the way in the middle of his walkout or some shit like that. Ran over some dude. Like, you know, like, you gotta realize how fucking big that guy is.
I'm thinking The Rock is on steroids too.
I think he admits that he is.
I don't know. I don't
think you have that physique at that age.
No, you don't. You don't keep building muscle at 56.
Salmon, that's not salmon.
No. But I also don't think he's the type of guy to be like promoting it heavy because he has so many young people who follow him.
I think if you went up to him and said, "Hello, Dwayne, are you on steroids?" he would definitely be honest, because I think he, like you said, like he's got a young crowd, so I doubt that he would want to spread the wrong message like fucking that Liver King guy.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing with him, listen, we talk about that guy. The only problem I have with it is that you lied about it the entire time. Everyone knew you were lying, by the way. Everyone knew.
And nobody gave a fuck.
And no one gave a fuck. The problem is you sat there and you lied the entire time, telling people. It's like that other guy. I don't know if you know this guy, Mike O'Hearn. He claims he has his physique, very like jacked guy.
I bet I've seen him.
Yeah. You've definitely seen him. There's memes of him and shit.
Yeah.
But like, he claims he got his physique from duck eggs. Just eating duck eggs. It reminds me of, you know, when you ever see those like weight loss things or whatever, and it's like, I just had Biotics protein powder, and this is what I turned in 6 weeks. Yeah. But the thing they don't tell you is that they were training, they got their sleep on schedule, they were eating better, and yeah, maybe they had that product.
Yeah.
But like, they don't tell you all the other shit.
Cut out the 8 Pepsis a day at work.
Bro.
The little things.
Just the little things. But you know what I mean? But they say shit like that. But now I can imagine with this. Yeah, give me a motherfucker juiced up and let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
Did you watch WWE growing up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all those motherfuckers are juiced up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy. You couldn't be that big. You couldn't.
No.
But that's the problem. Like, you know, you listen to these guys too, all have heart attacks and shit like that, and you're like, fuck. But it's also because you're like, it doesn't matter if you're like 300 pounds of fat, 300 pounds of muscle. You're 300 fucking pounds, bro.
Yeah.
You're heavy.
Yeah.
You're heavy. Your body is like. There's a reason that like the body has a limit, and then people are like, hey, I'm gonna take these drugs to make my body even bigger, even though my body's not supposed to be that big. Do you know what I mean? Does that make, like, that's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird.
You have like, it's like a body dysmorphia.
It's
like anorexia, and the other side of the spectrum.
There's
is
probably
like steroids and.
Well, it
is. Bodybuilding is definitely that, dude. Like my mom was a bodybuilder for years.
Oh,
and
really?
Like there was a lot of people, and I've trained with bodybuilders. I know a lot of them, and all of them, dude.
All of them have
body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
They never think they're big. I get the reason why. I understand like that aspect of it, and maybe just because like training with the one puts you kind of in that perspective. But it's like they are, dude, literally never said, like, you could be like, dude, you fucking look great. Like, oh my God, like, look at the fucking size of you, man. You look good. You've been putting in work at the gym. Yeah, I'm not big enough. I'm not big enough. There's a guy that we had a guest on here, and he's a young guy. Dude, he wears a fucking polo. He looks like he's gonna rip the polo apart, for fuck's sakes. Like, you know what I mean? He does. He's jacked. Yeah. But then he just goes, yeah, no, I'm still not big. I'm still not big enough. I'm like, bro, that shirt doesn't have a prayer if you flex. Like, you know what I mean? That shirt doesn't even have a prayer. You're telling me he goes, I want to be bigger. I want to take juice. And I'm like, fuck. God.
Oh my God.
Damn,
that's
man.
like the same as like an anorexic girl.
Yeah.
That's fucking
You're never
crazy.
skinny enough or whatever. Yeah. You just never, it's the opposite way. You're never big enough. That's all it is. You're never big enough. So,
wow.
Nobody ever views that as a problem though.
What?
Like,
well, we're trying to break the stigma here.
We're doing it right now.
like we're trying to create a stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. No,
once people are like obsessed about getting that big, it's like they got a problem in their head of self-acceptance and all that sort of stuff. Like,
I mean, when your life's also revolved around that, right? Like if you're a bodybuilder and you train like 2-3 hours a day or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, something ridiculous. And then all you do is like, you're eating chicken and I don't know what the meals are. Obviously I'm fucking dumb, so don't listen to me. But like, I'm just, that's essentially what I'm thinking of it as. It's a hard life. You also hear from a lot of bodybuilders that it's hard to have a relationship, so you need to find like a specific person that's like,
that's okay with that.
That's okay with like not kind of going on movie dates or like if I go on movie dates, like I'm going to bring my food, you can get popcorn. But like it's funny because you hear bodybuilders talk about that and it's like my wife didn't understand that or whatever when we first were going out, but then like she kind of just got used to it over time because I told her like, well, this is how it is.
Yeah.
Like, I have to eat this. I have to do this. I'm on a regimented thing. I can't just go to like a restaurant and eat because like it needs to be so specific. Like the guy I used to work out with never drank, smoke, no dessert ever in his life. Because his mindset was, well, if I've never had it, because he was a farm boy, so all he ate was steak, potatoes, like whatever they had on the farm.
Yeah.
So his mindset was, well, if I never have that, I'll never know what it tastes like. He kind of took it from like Jay Cutler. I don't know if you know who Jay Cutler is. He was a big bodybuilder.
Yeah, I
do.
His
thing was like, well, if I never, like people talk about KFC, and he goes, well, I've never had KFC, so I don't know how it tastes. And I don't want to know how it tastes, because if it tastes good, then I'm going to want it. I only know how this tastes.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of makes sense.
It makes sense
because it's like if that's
if you never do meth, you're not gonna crave meth.
Right.
Yeah.
Sip literally is like your drug addict mentality. Exactly. Because I wonder, do you ever like? I wonder if for some of those people, like obviously some of them have like goodwill strong, but could you imagine like someone like that who's never had it, and they try Kentucky Fried Chicken first time, and they're like, oh my god.
Like they must.
I love this.
They must.
Why the fuck am I eating this?
And then when they wake up the next day and they're not obese, they're like, "Fuck, I guess it's not that bad for you." Like, the hell?
Yeah, and then you have someone's like, "Yeah, I eat it every day," and you're like, "You're gonna die." All right, bro. Like, calm down. You may fucking be on the way out.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing, bro. It's wild.
That is. You want to have the freedom to, like, I guess I want to have the freedom to have KFC every now and then. But have a cigarette once a month.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
It does seem brutal. I remember from my mom when I was younger, and I remember when she would make dinner for us, and then she would have to make her dinner for what she was eating. And I'm like, it just looks brutal. Like, it looks brutal. And I couldn't imagine even doing all that with, like, kids.
Yeah, you're making 2 dinners. Holy shit.
One for you. You got to meal prep. Meal prep seems like a bitch. I used to do that all the time.
Did you?
I used to meal prep before the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before the pandemic. I would meal prep, and I would like, you do your meal prep on Sunday or whatever. Sometimes I do it in the middle of the week, depending if it was football season or not. But, you know, I would do that. But you would you would just set up your meals for like, so I would have like 4 meals every day. So it's like, okay, chicken and rice on this one, chicken and rice on this one. And then I would have like a protein shake and like rice cakes or something like that. Yeah. That was back when I was like heavy into it. Like heavy into it. But I'm not like that now. Yeah. I'm not like that now. You get running a podcast and you're like, fuck this shit, bro. You're like, fuck all that. But there's like, I cook a lot now, I find. I cook way more now. I'm a big, giant cook now.
That's good. Like,
I like cooking.
It's pathetic if somebody's in their 20s to 30s and they don't cook.
Dude,
super sad.
Dude, my brother does not know how to cook. If his life actually,
how old is he?
21.
21.
I guess he's kind of got some time to pick it up.
But bro, listen, there was one time I was going out. I was about to go out to a bar, and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, before you leave," I'm not joking when I say this, by the way. He goes, "Before you leave, how do you boil water?" And I was with my friend, and he goes, "What the fuck did your brother just ask?" And I'm like, "What did you just ask?" And he goes, "How do you boil water?" I was like, "How do you boil what?" And I was like, "You turn on the stovetop, the burner." And he goes, "Well, how do you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh no.
Oh no, is right.
Oh no." And he was 16. Listen, dude, I knew how to make mac and cheese when I was 12. I had one guy show me one time. It was my dad's friend. I was like, "I want mac and cheese. I don't know how to make it." He goes, "Let me show you." And then we made it one day, and ever since then, I knew how to make mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It pissed me off at 16 he didn't know how to make mac and cheese for himself. It made me actually mad. Like the Kraft Dinner mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Pissed me the fuck off.
Holy crap.
I'm worried.
Boil water. Yeah, that's bad.
That was bad. And it was in front of my, like, I'm like, Gene, don't say that shit in front of people like that.
Yeah. Then your friend's like, your brother's special needs.
Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck? The dude doesn't know how to boil water, for fuck's sakes. Jesus, Murphy. Now he's wiring up homes. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. What a jump.
That is a jump.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Can you imagine, like, you say that, like, what's the most embarrassing thing that you would say? Like, you're being interviewed for a job, and he's like, well, I fucking said I don't know how to boil water one time. And you're like, fuck.
What are your weaknesses?
Yeah, boiling water.
Boiling
Can
water.
you imagine?
Well, turning on the stove, I guess, is.
Yeah. That's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
Do not put
for
me in front of a stove. Do not put me in front of a stove. I'll fuck that shit
I'll
up.
wire your whole house, but dude, I will not boil water.
Will not boil water. Nope.
I tell you what, I gotta pee.
That's fine. You want to wrap this up anyways? We've been going for, how long have we been going for, Rain?
2 hours 19.
Holy
Okay,
fuck.
yeah.
You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, we're good.
All right,
yeah.
Scott, you want to promote anything before we get off or anything like that?
No, keep an eye out for my comedy game shows. I don't have one booked yet.
Yeah.
I wanted to do one for Halloween, but I kind of waited too late to book it, and now the venues are all booked up.
Oh.
So we'll see. I'll do one soon, but
Yeah, we'll have you back on too, man.
okay, cool.
Yeah, man. All right, thanks for coming on. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
No
All right, let's
worries.
get the fuck out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Just received in our newspaper.